Hello, hello, and welcome. It is the Friday Night Pro League playoffs, and I'm alongside Paul Grant. My name's Greg Gouillart. This is Candlepin Bowling Network, and the 1 and 2 seeds have advanced. Joey Lister. I got to turn this down, sorry. Joey Lister has a 9 drop to begin. Daly 6 pins out. Hello, Paul.
Hello, Greg. Some good matches today.
Sounds good.
Lister a spare. The freight train. The number 1 seed Exeter.
Look at
Josh Daly had a rare 89 string last time out. 87, something like that. Very unusual. It's a 10 to start the first of 3 strings. It's a tie after 3, a 1-string roll-off. There you go, that's better.
I clicked my button there for you.
Okay, that's better.
Messing with everything. Maybe I'll get those Doritos in edgewise. We'll see.
I haven't eaten anything yet at all. No time.
I'm loving the grind. Lister has 7 drop here.
Locked in, 17 through 1.
Daly, Collins, Nick Leach, Justin Waters, and Danny Harris. The lineup for Central 3.
Lister 2 in a row, 27 of the ball through 2.
He was so good at the end of that last string as well. So he is just picking up right where he left off. This will be very interesting, folks. Paul and I were watching separate matches with these 2 semifinalists, so we might be cross-comparing on the fly.
Really a 9. Greg Gouillart on the technology in the background vocals. We call on the 2nd string and part of the 3rd too, probably. We'll take turns.
Yeah, sounds good.
For every couple of boxes. You want to do every 2 boxes, that's fine.
Makes a little difference to me.
You do the first ball, I'll do the second. You do the wind-up, I'll do the release. You do no.
That might make a difference to the viewers.
New Hampshire All Events winner, Aaron Fontaine, in the finals. He'll be bowling next year for Metro, which is a 6th seed this year. Nick Cefaletto's team. What a luxury that is for them next year. 1 of the 3. Charles Collins.
How much that could have changed their fortunes this time around. But playoff team this year.
4 down, 6 to go. The finals on Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube. It's free to subscribe.
Ooh.
Aaron 2 full.
3 balls per frame. Play the pins where they lie. That's Candlepin Bowling.
Collins 5 standing. Fontaine on for a 10 early in the first. No points like the regular season. It's 2 points a win, a string, 1 for a tie, 2 for total. Total pinfall, all that matters as Collins gets an 8. 37-27 plus a mark for Exeter, the number 1 seed. They were down 1 point going that final position round match. It took 8. Stunned Central 3. $7,850, $7,850 for the winning team. $6,350 for the runner-ups in the regular season. This match, $400 per bowler for the runner-ups, $500 each bowler for the winners. Collins 1-5 in the 7. Fontaine 1-3-6-10 for Western Right. He got it, spare. 20 in the ball through 2. Collins 1 in the 5. Here goes the 1. What about the 5?
Nah, we're going to take a slow march for that Deadwood unless it takes a slow march back.
Now, is that red line on people's view at home, too?
No.
Okay.
That's my little behind-the-scenes view.
Okay. And Greg's itching to use that instant replay button.
It was a good shot by Aaron Fontaine, so any moment now.
Collins doinks it for a 9. Exeter has the early lead, 2 spares to none. And here's Greg in the instant replay.
Oh, that was the chop shot. I thought he saved the 4 horsemen. What the heck? That was him chopping off that front pin.
11-pin lead for Exeter plus 2 hits. Here's Jeff Surratt. In parallel time. Nick Leach on the 2-8.
Jeff got it out there a bit, but ball didn't work the way he's accustomed to it as a result, so parallel pins.
Surratt chips out the 6.
Smack.
Leach 1-5, 4-7 left. Tough one here. Surratt almost got it, gets a 9. Leach spins around. He gets a 9 the crazy way. 11-pin lead for Exeter early in the first of 3. The championship match, their 35-week regular season. 8 teams out of 12 made it. Reseeded after each round. It's 1 versus 2. Number 1 has to lead over the defending champions. There's a strike. 19 plus 2 in the second box, first string. Each with a 6-pack. Right down the middle. Nick got half of it for an 8. Exeter inching up the lead right now. Leach is at 17 through 2.
Well, here we are again, Paul. A rematch of last week's position week matchup, 1 versus 2. Of course, we recall Exeter went wire to wire in that match. A few changes, though, of course. Instead of Dean Sullivan, we have Joey Lister. Instead of Nick Norcross, we have Nick Leach.
247 for Dave Barber.
Excuse me, Charlie Collins is the new man in.
Right. Dave, the president this year, flip-flops every other year with John Zappi. Justin Waters in the pocket. 8, 2, 5. Wiggles to the right. Barber for a spare. Goes!
There's just something so much that ratchets up just the energy in the room when it comes to finals time.
Well, especially the quarterfinals are maddening. It's so loud in here. You couldn't hear yourself.
Well, especially with the rumbling acoustics of this place.
Well, plus you have headphones on. I didn't, so it makes it harder. I love it. I love it. I feed off that energy. It's awesome, like the one in Sanford on Thursday night. That was a great match, by the way. The House Championship. That was like 60 people in there watching. House Bowlers. Channel 5 field. Crowd was roaring as Waters gets a spare. I believe it was out of 10. That's a spare.
No, that's a spare, yes.
The delay threw me off. I am programmed to have a ball thrown every few seconds.
Pace of play.
Dave drops 9. 19 through 1 in the first of 3, the championship match.
Reluctant 9-10, but it fell.
Waters diamond right. 3, 5, 6 to 9 wiggling and jiggling behind the 3. 16 through 1. Extra up 16 right now. No good. 9. There's a 28 through 2. Waters can't reach the 6. Usually the sleeper pin's the hard one to get. They call it good. Barbershop was good, they call it. So they'll give him a spare. The Bulls call it. I couldn't, from my side, I didn't look good in my end. But again, the Bulls had the better view than we do. So the Bulls call it. Waters at 10.
That's the principle of it. The bowler's closest to it because they're on the line, and of course, and no, I do not use instant replay to second guess that. You could. We won't.
We just call the shots. The Bulls decide. How come they don't call their own lobs, though?
Because lobbing is a dubious competitive advantage as long as it's not your normal delivery.
Chris Beauvais had a triple strike early in the quarterfinals, I believe, or double strike rather double strike down the stretch.
But your normal ball should not be a lob because, of course, it keeps the impact on the wooden lanes to the side of the lob line.
Corey Lisi of Candlepin Corner had a triple strike for Academy 1 in that match with Exeter. They came all the way back, and they almost pulled it off, but they fell short at the end as Beauvais went crazy down the stretch.
I noticed that. There was an enthusiastic high five.
What a year Corey Lisi had this year.
I even called it out on stream, like, why is he so excited?
Beauvais 347. Check out Candlepin Corner on YouTube. Free to subscribe also. Jordan Britton, Corey Lisi at the Candlepin content. Candlepin Corner on YouTube. Like Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube. Both free to subscribe.
Just a couple of guys trying to make it big.
Rare 7 for Beauvais to start his match. Harris, a 9.
So many stars of TV across these final bowlers, including Danny Harris and Chris Beauvais, both of Channel 50 Candlepin Stars and Strikes.
14-pin lead here for Exeter. Chris nails them all. Strike! Making up for that $7. And Harris, look at this one. That's a strange leave.
2 fell last for Bover. That was unorthodox. Yeah, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10. Sure, bud.
Harris trying to get something out of it. Look at that one. Parallel time plus the 10. A crazy leave again.
Yeah, when's the last time you've seen that one?
We saw a lot of strange ones earlier today. How about Charles Collins? 3/4 whisters and 1 string in the 3rd string today.
Oh, gosh.
1 fill and a spare. Harris is 7. 16 through 2, top of the order. And the next 2 boxes called by Greg Gouillart.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Okay. 112 to 95. Exeter, all the marks up right now. I'm going to take a little peek over. 19, 17, 17. Justin Waters the only spare for Central 3. Exeter firing on all cylinders right now. 27 in a ball, 20. 19 plus 2, 29 in a ball. That should be 17 plus 2. Right. So there we go. 17 pins the advantage. Daly in the leadoff. 5 marks versus none. Exeter off to a flying start. Daly has won so many majors recently, most recently the Easter Classic. Also recent men's team international champion, along with a lot of his Central 3 teammates. And mixed internationals as well. He spares. 4-2 washout. And he's got 29 in the ball through 3. Lister after the 7 fill. Across, no. So he's 34 through 2, no mark in this 3rd. $10. 44 through 3. On a spare, Josh. 9 pin, wiggling, not falling. Mr. hits in the corner off the 2-4. 1-3-6-8. There we go. 19 and another for Josh Daly. Oh boy, 3-pin just falls down. It's yelling timber. 6 and 8. Just needs 1 stick, of course, on this 3rd ball. Exeter off to a massive early advantage. 9. Joey Lister 53 through 4. Should mention lickety split. Joey Lister had a 121 average. And then Josh Daly had the 4th highest average, if I recall correctly. No, yes, 4th highest average, 123. Collins gets rid of just 3 on this first one. Aaron Fontaine on a spare, 7. Momentum continuing to roll for Exeter. Collins close, 10-pin not disturbed. Please do disturb. Fontaine right down the middle. And that's the problem with Oreo cakesters, Paul. You see, you can't even get just the cream in the middle because it's all one intact. Really?
No, you can take the cover off. Yeah, you can. I tried it out. You can take the cakester off. It's like a mini whoopie pie. Not as good as a whoopie pie, but not too bad.
Yeah, it's all the same, I guess. The flavors just run together.
It's not as chocolatey as Oreo cookies, though.
Yeah. Again, my loyalty can be bought. Strike Collins.
Plus, the Oreo cookies, you have more cookies stuck in your teeth, and cakesters you don't.
True. Fontaine looking to respond. Well, a 9 drop's pretty good.
A couple of crackers.
That 4-pin was halfway down, sorry.
A couple of crackers told me first time to eat today, all day. No time.
I like this fuel alternation strategy we've got going here. We might have to stick with it.
I like that. And you can call, you'll start the 2nd string too.
Whatever. Spare. 2 spares for Fontaine in 2nd and 4th boxes.
Always a treat to work with you, Greg. You're a class act, a true gentleman, and
Likewise.
a kind person too.
Thank you.
Even though you won't eat my Sky bars lately.
Oh, I have.
Okay.
No. My wife Aaliyah has not been eating any of them. Don't worry. Yeah, that's yours. 4-1 split for Leach. Surratt 4-10. Cut shot across. 7's hit and it drops. Nick Leach, a dandy. Jeff Surratt is taking time to conference meanwhile. It's the 4-10. He's on a strike consider. He could just take a safe way out, but he'll try to slice. He probably was looking for the team's blessing to go for the aggressive out. Now, of course, he'll go for the safe pin. Darn near got the 4. Check out the yellow smudges between total and game. You see the open marks, 3 marks aside. Leach a 3-2 split. Tough go of it. That's just 2 out for Surratt. Nick Leach a 113 season average. Jeff Surratt. Close there. Woods rolling in front. Jeff Surratt, 7th best average in the league, 122. He spares again. Shots like that, you see why. 46 in a ball. 10. 15 and a 10 for him. 42 through 4. So Exeter enjoying an early advantage, 23 pins plus 2 balls as we go to Justin Waters and Dave Barber.
I was teasing Jeff Surratt a couple weeks ago on the position. I said he's got 30 more years to bowl, Greg. 30 more years to bowl. Lucky to get through 5.
This is the worst over-under bet in all of history. Is that spilling the 2-pin? Not quite. Waters almost got a backdoor strike. We only saw 1 today, which is probably how it should be. 4-1 split for Barber. Whoa, that pin is flinging wildly. Waters tags both sidewalls, doesn't get it. Waters usually one of the smoothest, well, he is one of the smoothest bowlers. It's just the chaos at the other end was a sight to behold. 10. 3 pin perfect boxes, 36 through 3. And Barber takes 8. Just the wild shenanigans that ensued with that 2-pin. Just flying this way and that. There we go. 26 pins, the lead for Exeter. Half Worcester. And a 6-pin out on the first ball. What could, don't tell Paul, oh yeah, right, you're here. He finds that funny. He's just taking his fuel break.
I didn't say a word.
I didn't either. No. But on an unrelated note, I would like to thank Candlepins for Cans for all they do for the bowling community, as well as making these broadcasts the high quality they are possible, including our live shows, but also these major broadcasts you see here. So thank you very much, Al Johnson and the team, hi Paul, for all your support.
And then again, it's my phone and tripod. The Fenway Park of bowling.
I'll get there one day. Speaking of, it's very interesting the Red Sox decided to use uniforms that are basically camouflaging at the Fenway Park. Interesting look. Didn't work out. They're 0-1 with the uniform so far, but I like the creativity that went into it. That aside, we go now to Chris Bovair and Danny Harris.
Then Greg's going to go on Dorito break after that.
Hell yeah. 3 out on the first ball for Harris. A couple of balls have gotten into that 4-pin outside the front 3 for Central 3. Bovair on a strike, no double. This 2-2 leave has been resulting a lot on these lanes anyway. And a spare for Harris, a good bounce back ball. 26 in a ball through 3. Now the gang's all gathered here. No. Look at this slice by Bovair. Goodness gracious. The fill is 9. That was a near miss. But as it is, Harris has the mark in this third box. And a 10 for Bovair. Let's see if we... Yeah, that was so close on that one. 2-4-6 was converted, in fact. Harris on a spare. Got his head pin. Oh, he's got that lucky pink belt. That explains everything. I believe... I'm forgetting the story he told me about it. I believe he said it was his girlfriend's gift, but I'm not 100% certain. But it brought him and the named Academy Lanes team at Worlds that men's championship. Chris has the 9-pin tipping and the 5, not the 3. Harris, single pins each. Harris gets his. 45 at the ball through 4. Exeter still with the lead, Central 3. Looking to get these marks mounting into a comeback. Don't call it a comeback yet. We've only just begun in this first of 3 strings.
You saw the Carpenters. Sing it, Greg. You know what song I'm talking about in the 70s, 60s? We've only just begun.
Can't say I do. Chris Bovair does match the mark. 46 in the ball through 4. 27. 3 marks aside. I'll confirm scores, and I'll be here.
The freight train, Joey Lister. 3-6-10, 4 left. Daly on a spare. 48 in the ball through 4. Slips left for 4. 52 through 4. Joey 53 through 4 coming in. Whoa, so close. Daly, nice recovery, almost. Lister at 10, 63 through 5. Daly at 10 to match, 62 at the half. Let's pause 16.9 seconds for station ID. Actually, no, he's in Dorito break. Hold on, we'll wait. We'll pause. I forgot you're on Dorito break. Lister on the 2-8. Daly 9. 6-pin holds up. Lister 1 in 5 chance, almost. 2 close calls, no dice. Daly got it, spare. Back to back, 3 in the string. Daly back on course, 72 in the ball through 6. Lister at 10, 73 through 6. Exeter has the lead, 261, 237. The lead is 24, 3 marks for each side. Central 3 does have a strike. Wayne Petty, Greg, in the house from Chelsea, Michigan here in attendance. He was in Sanford Thursday night during the house championship as well. Had a great time. Oh yeah, you're eating stuff, sorry. Just nod your head. Aaron Fontaine, beautiful ball, 9. Leads up the 9. 55 through 4. The Terminator on a strike. Mother Lori here in attendance. Classy lady she is. 3-5-6 Fontaine. Bang! 65 half plus 1. Collins to answer. Missed left, the ball rolls away. 8 in the strike. 4-4-4. 44 through 4. A good number. I like 777 too. That's my favorite, 777. Not that it matters. In bowling, Collins a 10. 54 at the half. Now Exeter has an extra mark in a 25-pin lead. 1 versus 2. Academy 3 won it 2 years ago. Central 3 won it last year. Exeter to make it another winning championship match this year. Central 3 trying to go back to back. Fontaine 8, 73, solid half. Collins right side, takes down 6, 1, 2, rocking 9, 7 left. Fontaine in between the pipes, spare. 3 in a row, Greg. 83 in a ball through 6. Those Doritos still munching down. That's breakfast, right, Greg? Breakfast?
Yeah, let's just say 1, 2, and 7. Nick Norcross also on the Central 3 roster.
Six-man rotation. He's injured, though.
Of course.
Last year, too, also. A 9 for Collins.
And then Exeter lanes, of course, without the services of Jonathan Boudreau or Eric Pelletier. Six fill for Surratt on the spare. He's got the 4 horsemen right side. Leach a 2-2 split.
Surratt a spare. 62 in a ball at the half. Leach goes right. 3 right, 4-7 left. What a great place to bowl. 8 wooden lanes. Started in 1946 with Lafayette Lanes. Mark Mellis Ritchie took over in 2013. Got it in 2012 and became Riverwalk Lanes. As Leach hits a 9, 51 at the half. Exeter pushes the lead to 41. Now they got the extra hit. Surratt stomps his foot. 3-2 split. 67 through 5. Lead goes to 46. Leach 8 left. 6-10 right.
We're already spoiled with legends past and present on the lanes as well, but Dave Cookie Richards just walked into the house as well.
Surratt, good try. Can't reach the West Coast. And we had Joe Tavernese here, obviously, earlier too.
Treasurer of the Friday Night Pro League. And Channel 5 and TV star overall.
And Hall of Famer.
Of course.
10 for Surratt. 77 through 6 on Candlepin Bowling Network. Nick Leach a 9. 60 half at the minimum. Now let's pause 16.9 seconds for station identification with the soothing sounds of Greg Gouillart.
This is Candlepin Bowling Network on Facebook and YouTube. I'm Greg Gouillart. That's Paul Grant, and you're watching on Candlepin Bowling Network. I just said that. Please like the video by hitting the thumbs up button if you're logged into the platform of choice. Either way, thank you very much for your support just by watching.
Take you enough time this time? Rather than like 3.1 seconds?
Like and follow on Facebook and subscribe on YouTube. There you go.
Dave Barber drills 8, 5 middle, 8 left. Here's Waters World. He gets 9. Saint Spot takes it, the King the 5. Dave 50 through 4, Waters 42 through 4. Barber spare. 16 a ball through 5 here in the first of 3, the championship match. Waters connects spare. 52 and a ball through 5. Surratt diamond right. 66 half. Waters 52 at the half, plus this. He'll take 7, not bad off the head pin. 1-3-7, 59 through 5 in the first. Surratt missed right, 3 right, 5 left. Whatever Barber did. Surratt's got a mark next too, right? Surratt have a good string, as is Barber. I know their names. I say them wrong sometimes. Waters spare. Barber bounces right, gets 1 for 9. Dave Barber, 75 through 6. Waters 69 in a ball through 6. Just past the halfway point of the first. The 35-week season, we thought in September it'd be pretty soon before the finals. Here we are, May 17, 2025. Hope to have more streamers next year helping us out, Greg. That'd be awesome.
Hey, the more the merrier.
Break this one a month, or one every 3 weeks would help.
But there's always 6 matches across the way as well, so
Gouillart takes 9.
In that sense, that's true as well.
55 through 4. Harris bonus is going to be 7, maybe. 7 it is. Make it 8, even better. 1 to 10.
Thank you.
53 through 4. Gouillart 55 through 4. Anchor bowl is up. Greg has the next 2 boxes, unless he wants to eat more Doritos.
I'm not in a hurry to.
We'll save those for the 7th and 8th box for you. Balanced diet.
I had a breakfast sandwich this morning.
Gouillart gets it up for a spare.
2 9-fills in that.
Harris, spare.
3 in a row.
63. Gouillart 65.
This is incredible. Daly and Harris both have 60 halves. Lister, Fontaine, Surratt, Barber, and Beauvais, that is to say the entirety of Exeter, have 60 halves.
Beauvais on the nose, 2 perfect, clip wing eagle, 5. 70 through 5.
There may be an 8-pin back there. Check again.
Nope. Oh, yeah, there is. I'm sorry, you're right. 4 fill, just.
I'm not trying to show you up. I just couldn't see from here.
Zoning out. Harris, his fill is 669 half. Beauvais also at 69 through 5. My mistake. Chops up the object pin to 3. Harris won't go. 4 in the 8.
Hi, C-. Welcome. This is Candlepin Bowling. Don't worry about it. You wouldn't be any good at it.
Beauvais 6. 75 through 6. Let's switch sides every 2 boxes. Harris an 8. 77 through 6 on Candlepin Bowling Network. Executive producer is Bob Lee. The update in the next 2 boxes by Greg Gouillart.
42 pins up for Exeter minus an extra spare on Central 3 side. I show 383 to 341. If you have an easy way to check, I'd appreciate it, but we'll see either way. So right now, 11 marks out of 30 for Central 3, so they're marking more than a third of the time. But Exeter, half of their frames, 15 of 30 are marks. If that pace keeps up, Exeter will yet again go wire to wire in their victory. But 42 pins to the first 6 would turn into 210 pin lead if it kept up at this rate. But we'll just see. Yes, I got a Corrado Pawnee angry react. My life is complete. Good to see you, my friend. Daly crushes in 6-7. 80 through 6. Lister 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. Gosh, look at that pin fly like crazy.
Wow, circuit shot. How about that one?
It's a crazy helicopter that did nothing to take out that 7 pin. Lister's making this dance. 5-7 cutout's not bad either.
Thanks to Mark Ritchie hosting today. Melissa Ritchie do a great job here.
Well,
teaches the game also.
Welcome to the finals of the Friday Night Pro League. That's a 10, by the way. I only have one replay to give for my country.
You got to show a Daly shot, right?
We have to. I mean, look at this 6-7.
Can we show it twice, please, or 3 times? 4 times, please? 5 times? How about 6?
You can double tap the left edge on mobile. The ball took it. That's why. It was the greatest magician misdirection of all time. That's just 2 on the spare, though.
So how many times you see make a great shot and get a lousy fill? And Lister goes instant replay. Was it live? Was it Memorex?
That's quintessential Candlepin. 2 of the best in the game, and that's the greeting they get.
You know, you get no one. You say if it's alive or it's Memorex, no one knows who you're talking about.
And it's gone. Half Worcester converts for Daly. Your turn, Mr. Lister. That's around the 3 pin and the 6 for that matter.
That was a great commercial. Is it live or is it Memorex? Because it sounds so good, the sound quality.
Ah.
Oh, you got to look it up on YouTube.
All dropped a bit on the line, but that's a 9 box. This is Central 3 looking to claw their way back in. And they still have 2 strings after this regardless. Last time Exeter rocketed out to a triple-digit advantage, but this time around, far from the case.
The runner-ups in the first round got $200 each bowler, $300 for the semifinal runner-ups, and now $400 for the runner-up here today for each bowler, $500 for each bowler to win the championship match.
That's just 2 out for Collins. Fontaine on his 4th mark. Not quite head pin, but still they roll. Where's all this wood going? It's going to be 6. Bounce back ball's a good one for Collins, but no spare. Solves the pinning problem. Fontaine, curling the 1-3. That's a great shot. Spare 5 of the string, 4 in a row. And another look at that one. Of course, it's all in the same diagonal, so it does simplify the shot somewhat, but still got to be accurate and on your pocket. Charles, 3-10.
You had 3 single strikes in that first string in the semifinals against Academy 2. A 142 start.
Collins has a 117 average in the Friday Night Pro League. Boy, that 10 was hit.
Give him 2 points for the horseshoe leaner also in the fill. Give him 11 fill.
He's challenged by a spare here. Horseshoe leaners be darned. He just has the 10 pin to aim at.
Imagine that'd be a rule. That'd be funny. Instant
Double
offense.
wood. Yeah. Drives right on through. 5 marks in a row. Why do I bother? Not going to bother taking the spare smudge down. It's fine. 118 and a ball through 8. Daly's 102 and a ball through 8 is not too shabby either, but yet again, Aaron Fontaine spearheading his team to victory. Special shout out to Chris McDonough, who held his own against him in that 2 position. Leach, the 2, 4, 7, 9, 10. Surrett, 1, 7, 9, and 10. I already answered that. Ooh. Good sticks by Leach on the second ball.
Next time you can say, ah. Oohs and ahs.
Yeah.
Ooh, ah, ooh, ah.
Well, if we could fit a bigger audience here at the Riverwalk, we probably could. All together, chat. $9 each.
I encourage you guys to go to Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube. Watch the Sanford House Championship in Sanford, Maine this past Thursday, May 15, 2025. It's about 5 dozen people watching, all house bowlers watching. It felt like Channel 5 was rocking and rolling the crowd. A great match with Jerry Newport III, a 117 bowler against 120 bowler Owen O.J. Martin from Sanford Bowlerama in Sanford, Maine. Must-see TV.
And that's just a house league generating all that excitement, right?
Yep, they start on Super Bowl Sunday. The 37 bowlers rolled off. Side-by-side matches as Leach hits a spare. And the 6th match was the finals.
Let's try. That's not into the 7 pin. 9 will be fine.
And what a job Owen Martin does there in Sanford.
We know this, of course, but Owen Martin and Owen James Martin, O.J. Martin.
And not Junior. He's not O.J. He's not Owen Jr. either.
Nah. Both Owens are awesome in their own right.
Very generous to Candlepin Cancer. About $600 raised that night also.
Marks are stacking up on Central 3 side, so you see 4 open marks to 1, so 44 pins isn't really. It's probably going to be more like 20. Danny Harris, sensing that, is encouraging his team on. Waters on 69 and a ball through 6. He already has 3. Bit more of a quiet this time as he delivers. Good shot. Down goes the 4. 9 drop. Down goes the 10.
3.5 drop. Measure the rounds up fractions here in bowling. Good lean together.
Well, they do. They round down. Spare Waters. 3 in a row. 88 and a ball through 7. Barber needs some pins here. Pinning's basically even. They're only 1 apart on pins left standing. Yes, good 10. 1, 8, 10 converted for Barber. 85 through 7.
Exeter continues to lead by 35, but down 4 hits to 1.
Yeah, and Waters just jumped 9 in his last one, and here he goes again. His load this time. Got his head pin. 7. Little full this time. 95 through 7. Dave Barber, 118 average. Justin Waters, the top average of the season, 128. His teammate Danny had 130 for a time. Close on the 2-pin, not quite.
All the seeds held to form except the 5th seed beat the 4th seed in the first round. Hingham edged. Central won a great match.
It's such a I guess it would historically be a surprise, but talent seems to beget talent as well, and you see a lot of people, which is part of the reason Exeter has succeeded so well. Even though they've lost Boudreau and Pelletier, they're able to attract a lot of that talent as well.
But the 4-5 match is always an interesting one because it's so close in record, and in addition to Matt Nichols, who had a tough second and third string, and
Central one, yeah.
Tornado Douglas, what an addition they've been for their team. They were 11th last year. And those 2 additions, they went to 4th, so they got to feel good about it. You're not happy how it ended up today, but good season nonetheless.
Well, Peter Penny's going the right direction with his team. 2-6-10, excuse me, for Harris. 3-6-10 he would much rather have. Chris Bovair. He's tossed all the way across. Down goes the 3 anyway. No cut shot for Harris. Redline would not have taken it. He would have really needed to angle that pin. Chris has no obstructions to the 10-pin, but it's toughest for the righty. Exeter needs to start gaining some momentum back, but he's missed the single. Now, he can gain 3 pins here against the 7 box. It is 10. 3-pin pickup for Exeter. They try to stem this recent tide of Central 3 momentum. The lead is probably really in the teens with those extra spares hanging. Bovair's only missed 1 head pin. Harris has only missed 2, unfortunately. The head pin's not giving him a whole lot of love. Please like this video if you're logged in. Otherwise, it'll send you to a login screen by hitting that thumbs up button just below the video. Thanks. 6 more for Bovair. A diamond.
There's your cakester shot here, Greg.
Yep.
Oreo cookie, updated with the Oreo cakester. It's still pretty good, though. No, they're too many calories.
Yeah.
It's still good, though.
That's the comeuppance you get for trying to start with the good part first. Get the bad news out of the way. Diamond. They're tricky. They're dastardly.
But not monthly.
They're ooky and they're spooky. Oh, what?
The Adams family.
We're crossing all the references here. Harris, that's a good out on that 3rd ball. It's an 8 box. But Chris can gain yet another couple. No, he can't. So it gives back 2 instead of... He only gains 1 instead of 5 on that exchange. A bit of a missed opportunity there in that. But still, 491 to 460, I unofficially show. We can always confirm the first string after this. But if you're able to confirm now, that's appreciated. Justin Waters 104 with those 4 spares. Daly 5 marks. 491 for Exeter, that 31-pin advantage, including Aaron Fontaine on 118 and a ball. Joey Lister had those 2 spares to begin. Aaron Fontaine with 6 marks, including an active streak of 5 marks. Everybody on Exeter had that 60 half, but Central 3 starting to mount a run here. Lister, 3 and 5. Josh Daly, 2, 4, 6. So a good count here, but he'll be hard-pressed to get that 4th in a row. Joey off the cap, that's no good. Not where he was aiming, but it's tough with his right-to-left curling delivery. Daly straight as an arrow, left to right, no good. Good bid. Joey gets a 10. And now Al Johnson's in the house. Everybody coming out to lead this incredible match. 119 Daly, 102 Lister. We almost had Eric Tia as well here, but good to see you in chat nonetheless. No problem. Good to see you all the same. Josh, 5 and 7. And the wood is all going to vanish. The only drawback of a fastball They are blowing a lot of the wood backwards. Hard to fault. Daly, though, has been dominant for so long in the modern game. He does not mark either. Good strings for the both of them. Lister wants a couple more pins. Gets an 8-box out of this. And the recent Candlepins for Cancer contestant gets a 110. Daly collects a 10. He's got 129 in the early going. So Exeter with a 22-pin minus a ball advantage as we drop down to Collins and Fontaine. Aaron Fontaine picking up where he left off after that 400-plus series in the semifinals. Charlie Collins was not in for the position week match. Is he going to be the element that turned Central 3's luck from that last week? It's a diamond for Fontaine. Collins, 7. And that annoying setback leave. Good! Wood may have assisted. Had to be on that front pin. And the man just will not miss. Collins was looking for the right tip of that wood. That's why he placed it there.
Up the rack, baby.
Daly had a 9-box. Okay. I will confirm that with the scores. There's a 9 for Collins.
Is that 6 in a row for Fontaine?
It sure is. Oh, why are you turned up? Sorry. Sorry, folks, if that was there. I'll have to confirm the scores for myself, Eric, but thank you very much for the heads up. That'll help me out. Get over 5, it's gone! Aaron Fontaine, a strike on spare, and he just keeps on rolling. Collins is close, he can likely match.
7 marks in a row, astonishing. What a year he's had. And more importantly, a class act on and off the lanes. Taught well by his grandson, Tom Olster, the great Hall of Famer.
You meant grandfather, right?
It's what did I say? Grandfather, right? What did I say?
I think it's the opposite, grandson.
Did I say grandmother? I'm out to sleep. Grandfather.
That opposite as well.
Grandfather, I know.
Collins covers 109 in a ball.
After mother and father, they always mess it up.
We've been at it all day. I love this doing the grind.
I need sleep.
Or I love the grind. It's gone again! Aaron Fontaine doubles. We'll put the spare smudge up to denote it. And Collins, he dumps 10, but does not have another ball. It's a good string. It's 119. Fontaine isn't even missing on the deadwood clears. And he has instantly catapulted himself. And you know, just moments after the Central 3 in the form of Academy Lane's men's worlds team took that men's title, Aaron Fontaine is in Jeremy Seaholm territory here with the chance to go 170 in the first, ironically. But a nice kibosh from the commentator puts a 4-fill on, and it's a 168. Incredible beginning.
And they did not sign him for next year. He's going to Metro next year, the Freshies team. So watch out for them next year. This year, the 6th seed. Metro and Peabody, Mass.
So let's drop the 6-pin out as well. The 1, 3, and 8 for Leach. Gives him a 7-fill.
And the 9 actually behind the 3, so that's a 6-fill actually.
Thank you.
I made up for the last one I missed.
Karma's even. It's good. Surratt spares for his 4th mark. Very solid string. 1 strike and 3 spares. About the average for a pro bowler, Bob Lee estimates, our executive producer. Leach gets a 10.
As good as Exeter has been, and Aaron Fontaine was, Central 3 hanging around.
Nick Leach and Madison Riva recently started, caused a Maine State record. Strike on spare Surratt. Exeter piling on. That was at the Pro Series 117 Augusta, Maine.
Without that 160, if Aaron hits his average, then Central 3 has the lead.
That's right. Fontaine was 169 the last time. That's right. How could I forget 169? Mark Ritchie helped me remember that. And 8 bucks for Leach,
He
103.
got a 169 earlier today?
He did.
Wow.
That was in that first string of the semifinals, en route to his last 400. 2 balls for Surratt. He saw what his teammate before him did. No double for him. This for count. He's guaranteed a 130 string to start off the final for Exeter Lanes. 9 is the fill, 133. Great start for them. I should mention Central 3 comes out of Central Park Lanes in East Boston. We've done many a match there, of course.
Chucky's house.
Chuck Vazella, fantastic job there with that multi-level 22 wood lane facility. Tucked away, we're in a neighborhood that actually has neighborhood character and at the expense of car parking, but hey, that's how it should be. That way we could have more, small community centers like, I don't know, bowling centers. Just saying. Waters, is anything going to get over? I think he wants that 3-pin to stand. It will. Waters got a good look at this one. 3, 247. 247 goes for a spare. 4 marks for him. Hello, Scott. Ooh. Scorpion tail took the 3-pin. That's why it fell forward like that. I thought it wasn't cool to like John Cena anymore. Isn't he dead to us now? Anyway, 9 bucks for Waters. 113 through 9.
52-pin lead for the number 1 seed Exeter. On the number 2 seed Central 3. 1 hit for Dave Barber, the only mark on either side. Late in the first.
Exeter still marking about half the time. Only a little less than half if we want to nitpick. And the 10-pin offers a chance for Barber on this 9 fill.
It's up to 60 for Exeter.
So maybe it will turn into a triple-digit lead. It's probably a little late for that, but Waters gets the ball out there. That's going to be 4 horsemen and a 9-pin. Mr. Colleary. Spare. 2 marks to start, 1 in the middle, 2 on the end. Dave Barber, 123 and a ball.
What about in between?
A spare on the 5th.
What about above and below?
A couple of these double misses I've noticed for Central 3, so they'll want to dial back into the head pin here. Head pin accuracy, 27 head pin hits in the 48 for them, and 35 of 48 for Exeter. Getting the head pin doubles your chances of a spare in a vacuum. If you're bowling in a vacuum cleaner, I'm quite impressed. Anyway.
Waters Nate, 121, opening string.
And the fill is 5.
5.
It was
Like.
I had to wait on that 10 pin. Dave Barber, 128.
60-pin lead for Exeter. No points though. Total pinfall.
I still haven't acted on that Eric T tip right there, so it may be a 69-pin lead, but as we can see here, Exeter is lopsidedly ahead.
We have no scoreboard here. We're just going by what we see.
Exactly.
Sometimes we don't see a sleeper pin because we're sleeping sometimes, in my mind.
The essence of this match is clear, but the match is not over. Of course, 3 strings total pinfall, that is all that matters, so no matter how far ahead Exeter gets ahead, or Danny Harris could mark here, he does immediately. He strikes. So they got 2 boxes with their anchor bowler to make up the difference.
A lot of slow motion strikes today in the corner pins.
Barber got this 3 and 2 to go earlier. Beauvais cannot.
Nick Norcross, Eric Pelletier keeping official scores. Both injured. Eric had shoulder surgery earlier this year. Jonathan Madro also getting back bowling, not yet for the Friday Night Pro League.
So a couple pins gained instantly. 101 through 9. So 66 pins minus a strike hit for Harris. Double strikes are a thing we just saw. Chris Beauvais has all of his 8 previous head pin hits. Harris has only missed 2. Same story. Crossover, 3 pin. And down goes the 3. It's a double strike for Danny Harris at a key time for Central 3. Strikes in 9 and 10. And a spare to match. Matches that last mark anyway, does Beauvais. But suddenly, Harris had the chance to claw back even more. So really, this could be a lead in the 40s instead. Massively good anchor effort here. My double strike green square chroma keyed out. I'm such a fool. I got to pick a new chroma key color.
They used chroma key in Dark Shadows in the 60s and 70s. For special effects.
Nobody knows how to work a green screen. Fill is 9 for Beauvais.
That was state of the art back then.
Double strike, Harris filling. He's got 8 on this one. So Chris Beauvais a 120. 8 in the first strike for Harris. So he's 120 through 9. And then there'll be at least 8 more pins coming on this last strike. For count, it is 10. 140 for Danny Harris. And the lead is in the 40s. We'll confirm it, maybe 46. We'll check in.
The power of the double strike.
Big time. 6-5-9 to 6-12 unofficially. We'll check in. But look at all those scores in the 120s especially. 7 people there. And Nick Leach, the only reason he's in the 103s is because he had 5 splits. So there you go. We'll check in, but and then second string, there's no intermission here. We're going to plunge straight into it.
And Greg is going back to Doritoville for 2 boxes.
Oh, yeah.
Be back for call 3 and 4 and 7 and 8. And maybe 9 and 10. We'll see. I'm trying to hang on there. So much energy those first 2 matches, electrifying matches.
We do it to ourselves.
Don't forget, tomorrow's the NBA Massachusetts Bowling Association Handicap Finals from Sunnyside Lanes in Danvers, Massachusetts. Live coverage on YouTube on Candlepin Bowling Network, covering one of the 2 semifinals. Then the finals will be a best 2 out of 3, 4 and 4 match. So if you lose by 100 pins, you don't have to worry about total. It's going to be 3 separate strings, best 2 out of 3. Tomorrow live on YouTube on Candlepin Bowling Network. Then 6:30, it's the Laser, Jeff Little, and the 5th seed, Anthony Delmonico, ACST. Class B action, 6:30 live from Harvard Lanes, Harvard, Massachusetts. On the ACST Facebook page and on YouTube later on Candlepin Bowling Network. Middle string underway. Josh Daly connects. Good start. The freight train missed right. Lister on for a 10. Score sheet, please. Just checking those official scores. Daly, 5, make it 4. 4 in the fill. 14 through 1 for Daly. Lister gets them all for a strike.
Nice fill, bud.
Josh 1-8, 6-10 rolling. The 10 falls, the 6 does not. 4 in his fill. Trying to get the 24 through 2. Daly 128 first. Harris led with the 140. Takes a 9, 23 through 2. The freight train, 20 plus 2 through 2. Aaron Fontaine stole the show. 168, Jeff Surratt 133, Dave Barber 128, Chris Beauvais 120, Joey Lister 110. For Central 3, Josh Daly 128, the Terminator Charles Collins 119, Nick Leach 103, Justin Waters 121, and Danny Harris again 140. 659 to 611, 48 pin lead up to 1 for Exeter, the number 1 seed. Charles Collins 3-2 split. Fontaine killed the first, but look at this one, a 4-3 split. That is brutal. Collins, good bid, rolls, won't fall.
That pin action on Fontaine's hit was so insane, I'm probably going to look again unless something happens.
Missed inside. Strange one here. Collins gets it down for a 10 to start his second of 3. The finals on Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube, the Friday Night Pro League playoffs. Fontaine in 8. Let's pause 16.7 seconds for station ID from Greg Gouillart.
Hi, welcome to Candlepin Bowling Network, where Karen doesn't have to do her chores. Hi, chat. We're on Facebook and YouTube live. Please like and follow on Facebook and subscribe on YouTube. Thank you very much.
We still have 7 seconds left.
I'm sure.
I deflect my time back to you.
I yield the balance of my time.
Karen, I apologize for letting you not do housework, but you don't want to do housework anyway, do you? It's a lousy rainy day, isn't it? So why not?
I'm sorry. It's the mind control waves I'm doing here.
Oh, look at that shot for Collins. 20 in a ball. That's a spare, right? Yep.
It sure is.
Fontaine, what a try that was.
And you're darn right. We're going to, even though I lied about looking at the last replay, we're going to do it here.
So, Karen, Greg and I will come over and do housework if you want, because you missed the thing. We'll do housework if you need to.
Or watch wrestling with Scott. Please, please. Does anybody?
I may regret those words. Aaron got a 10, right?
Yeah, I'm showing the replay.
Okay, 18 through 2. Here's Nick Leach. Blast the pocket, but splits 2 and 2, 2-4, 6-10. Here's Jeff Surratt, 133 first. He takes 7. Good chance, 3-6-10. We're on lanes 5 and 6 in this beautiful 8-lane house, wooden lanes. Leach slides right. Almost got it. Surratt, spare. Took a moment to develop. Leach a 9. We're in the middle string of 3. Pick up a Candlepin gift card all year round, just $25. 5 bowlers, free shoes, 60 minutes of exciting Candlepin bowling here at Riverwalk Lanes, 11 High Street, downtown Amesbury, Massachusetts. All year round, not just the holidays. Leach, 9 pin left up for a spare. Surratt on the crossover, delivers 8, 3 in the 6, 18 through 1. Leach missed it. Extra up 4 in the string, 51 in the match. Surratt a spare, back to back, 28 in the ball through 2. Leach a 9, 18 through 2. Exeter has the lead by 5 in the string. They actually won by 52 in the first. Now it's 57 overall. They have a strike, Central 3 has a spare. And here come the middle bowlers, fourth bowlers rather. Justin Waters and Dave Barber. Waters just 4. Such an accurate bowler. Barber, 2-1 split, 2-4, 6 right. Waters, 2 accurate, as usual. Didn't work out that time. Barber trying to send it over the wall, not quite. Lazy 4, doing a wobble, 6 to the right. Second string of 3. Waters, a rare 5. 5 through 1. Dave gains 4 with a 9. And Exeter pushes the lead up in the string and the match. 9 in the string, 56 the match. They won the first by 47. Waters back in the pocket, 2-4, 6-10, unbelievable. Barber goes left, he gets 6, 1-3, 68, back left.
Did you see a lot of those 2 and 2 leaves over in your lanes? Because
yes,
5 and 6 they were dime a dozen.
Yep. Waters, object pin does not carry. 2 accurate object hits, nothing to show for it. Barber chops up the middle pin, the Oreo cookie. The middle stuff. Well, the Oreo cakester also. Wattis gets a 9. 14 through 2. Dave, a 7. 16 through 2. It happens.
Well, obviously the solution here is to have kick plates on the back wall as well. Don't have it be a curtain. Have it be quite a crazy rebound as well. Who cares if balls keep coming back out?
Extra up 7 here in the second of 3. Up 54 in the match. 1 strike to 1 spare. Harris on the right side, just 4. Here's Chris Beauvais. 0 pins through 0 boxes.
0. So bad.
And that won't help. 3-9. I hate that shot. Harris trying to work it out. All but number 1. Isn't it funny? You miss the head pin, you get more for it sometimes, it seems.
That's why you bowl 3 strings. It all averages out. Or does it?
The Twilight Zone. Beauvais. Again, same thing. You may call your next witness to defense rest.
Ooh, wants a head pin.
Beauvais does. He gets a 10. Harris a 9 to start their second string.
Well, that's what happens when you don't bowl with oversized equipment and no oil cores, no ball technology, no. Oh, now I'm just mixing up words, but
Yeah, it's like me. No sleep technology.
no oil pattern, no ball technology. That's what I meant. The arms race between the two is very interesting in 10-pin bowling, but if the bowling ball is too good, then they ban it. Do we get a purple hammer out of Beauvais? No. 4 pins out. There's the 1-8.
That one's out of bounds. See if it rolls back.
I don't think it's going to roll towards anything
No, it's
interesting.
going back.
Oh, here it comes.
Beauvais in a 4-2 washout. A little full.
By the way, remember that time that Beauvais was shooting at a spare and wood came off the sidewall? That was just last week, and they made the spare after it. It was that wood wedged against the sidewall.
Yeah.
It actually nudged the pin in place. Beauvais would have missed the spare had that gravity drop not occurred. I watched it back. It is actually one of the most incredible physical flukes of this game I have ever seen.
Can you show instant replay from last week's match?
No.
Each a 9 as we go back to the top of the order. The update from Greg Gouillart, who'll be calling the next 2 strings after going to Dorito Land.
I'm back. Well, I've had more triangles than these bowlers, even more triangles than John Winchell at Candlepins for Cancer reference. 101-93 for Exeter. In this final match here to this point. 101-93. 55 pin advantage for Exeter. Total pinfall is all that matters. Just the 1 mark standing. Fontaine still with a 168 start. Head and shoulders above the rest. Josh Daly had that spare 4 and 9. He's tops on his, Danny Harris is tops on his team with the 5 marks. 18 boxes left.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, they just went through the first rotation.
Lister on a strike. In there, no double. Maybe crossover side. That's half Lister. He's opposite. Chance here against the 6 pin. Yes, spare on strike. And again, Exeter getting some 20s. Good bounce back ball by Daly. No spare. It's the third 20 box for the side of Exeter. There's the 10. 2 accurate shots, gets his way back up there. Marks are currently 28-21 in this match in favor of Exeter. The number 1 seed as of just that last position week. Lister tips the extra. He has 8. 48 through 3. Daly's leave is gettable, 1479 with the Woodbridging it. And a spare. Hello, Woodbridge, Connecticut, where my grandparents lived. Nope, Backwood doesn't workout. And a couple of front pins. Good third ball. An 8-box. But now Exeter mounting an advantage again in the second string, and quickly this time. Joey Lister with his 5th mark. And here comes Aaron Fontaine, who has 8. Apparently Collins has 4. Fontaine's lost the head pin this time, but has 5 out. Just 3 out. Look at this bulldozer work here. He's got 8, Phil. Oh, splashing them out. Fontaine making them dance. Does not spare. Collins has wood in the middle, and he gets another one. So 38 in a ball, and Collins goes back to back. As Central Park Lanes tries to climb back in. They gain 2 pins right on the spot. 65. Aaron Fontaine, nice leave here. How do you spell final? There we go. 3-1 split for Collins on his fills. So 6 more. It's good. Fontaine converts 36 in a ball. What's in the middle there? Charlie told you how many pins he can knock down on that ball. Grabs another stick, that's 8. Tough to work out of those splits. Those are the times when the pins really start to get away. The greatest cosmic injustice for hitting the head pin just the wrong way. Pinning is actually 13 in favor of Exeter right now. Jeff Surratt knocks out 6. 4 horsemen. Leach tipping pins. So the 4-7, the chance. Start building his own way back into this. Surratt runs it down on the front 3 marks. No, the wood ruins it. Unbelievable, the ball deflected away. Grabs the 10. And why didn't this work? It was low, I guess low on the wood, and the ball just ramps away, and then maybe if it was on the red line, maybe, just maybe, it has a chance. Now, the spare fill does not work for Surratt, so really that frame evens out. All is not lost. Now, Jeff's going to throw a 3rd ball here against the 1-4-7-10. Next try. Back 3. That'll make it easier for him on ball 3. Surratt. Ooh, 6. A very safe shot would have been to go for the left clump of pins, but even there, aiming at a doubleton that's not guaranteed, I don't think Surratt can be faulted for going for the aggressive out on that. Nonetheless, it is +3 to Nick Leach. Exeter still with a significant advantage in this one. Dave Barber, Mr. President, 1-3-6-9. Vice President John Zappi will become president next if nothing changes. Treasurer Joe Tavernese, he has that one from Channel 5. Water spread eagle. And now former Secretary Mike Machici, he's announced after 10 years of fulfilling the position dutifully, he will be moving on. A replacement secretary is yet to be named, but we've got plenty of time in the offseason for that to occur. Waters, look at that bit on the eagle, 3-1, but as it is, Dave can plunk that front pin for 10.
You were 10 minutes left.
And that's against the 9 box. 67 pins plus 2 more. We have seen a triple-digit lead evaporate already on stream. I wasn't there, but you and the Pattons were, Paul.
Yes. It was Metro and Central 1. And it was Metro came back, took a lead late in the first, and lost by a few pins,
Right.
5. Then they won by 110 pins. They were 5 after 2, 105 after 2, and they lost by 126 in the last string. It was a wild swing. It's on Candlepin Bowling Network and YouTube. Must see TV.
36 and a ball for Barber with that spare. Two, 5, 6, 7, 10.
But how about Academy and Justin Scalison? They really fought hard today against their first match today.
Nico, I desperately think meant to say watching. Great to see you along. Hey, that's the 2-5-10 conversion for an 8 box for Waters. And 2 teams we expected to see, well, there we go, number 1 and 2. The seeding has been much swingier in the past, but this time it mostly held to chalk, as they say, save for that 5-4 upset we had earlier. Danny Harris with that 127 average, Chris Bovair with a 122 average. As the anchor bowlers step up next. Ooh, just 3. Now, wait a second. I turned my back and suddenly he's got a great leave. I hit the replay button and I took my head down and suddenly Bovair's got a tremendous leave.
Hey, when that happens, you write the score down manually and you miss a strike or a spare.
Can't take advantage. Now, left wood or right wood, I wonder, for Harris. He's got that left wood. Can he sneak the ball in there without fouling? Tries it. Cap. No good. I don't think it's cap what I said, but still. Bovair 9. Harris has an easy way to 9 on the right side. Nice jigs, Gregory. As we take another look at how in the world Chris Bovair got the leave he did. 3 pins, and then the 9 and the 5 and the 2 and the 1.
Spill the beans.
Please do spill the beans? I don't remember that being the name of the
No,
game.
Spill the beans. That was a board game growing up.
Well, I was told you don't spill the beans, but
Maybe that's what it was. I don't know.
yeah.
Semantics. Same thing.
Huh. Either that or that explains why I was so bad at it.
It's like aloha. Hello is a goodbye.
That's not quite the same leaf, but it's very, very reminiscent. 4 horsemen left, post to the right. Oh, in Harris's case, the wood is embedded between the 2 and the 4. For Bovair's, it is not. He cannot get the 10. Harris, maybe we'll see on this 3rd ball. Nico thinks it is due spill the beans. Go figure. Maybe there's a publisher difference.
I think you just don't spill the beans. You're right.
Maybe there are very good reasons for this Mandela effect. Chris gets a 10. So that would have taken out the 10, but not the 7, perhaps. Well,
3 spares to none. All spares for Exeter. They lead the string. They lead the match. 25 in the string, 72 in the match. As you go back to the top of the order, an update from Greg Gouillart.
here we are. So right now, Exeter is likely to get to that 200 over par point quite quickly. Meanwhile, Central 3, 25 pins up here for Exeter plus those 3 marks. So it seems as though there's a lot more in the tank right now. Nobody's really kicked it into that higher gear, not just yet. Although we've got some 120 averages working, but of course, when you're working against Aaron Fontaine and Jeff Surratt, who are On another level right now, you never know.
Daly 41 through 4. Lister on a good start. 58 in the ball through 4. He's on lane 5.
They brought their higher gear. You have to also.
And 8 more. 66 through 4. 8 left, 9 right. 2 pieces sticking around. Daly 110. Only the 1. Lister, spare! 76 in the ball through 5. Josh at 10. 51 at the half. Exeter rocking and rolling. 33 in the string, 80 in the match. Daly buries the pocket, 9. Wood bounces behind the 6 on lane 6. Back to 5. The freight train crosses over. It's 8. It's always football season in Candlepin bowling. Goalpost. 76, now 84 at the half. Daly spare. 61 of the ball through 6. Second mark of the second.
84 half. Good grief.
List with the wood. Good try.
Oh, he made this shot earlier, actually. He had a pins touching like that, and he did actually get those 2 propellers to spin. We saw it in the semifinals.
Lister a 9. How about a 93 through 6 start? Daly 61 through 6. The lead is 40 for Exeter in the string. 87 in the match, plus an extra hit. Charles Collins, the Terminator on the right. Aaron Awesome Fontaine on the left. What do they got those nicknames from? Aaron 36 in the ball, Charles 52. His mother watching here on hand. A quarter, you hit 3 of those in 1 string early on. What's up with these quarter whisters? Fontaine on the crossover. Looked like a strike. 9 and 10 doing a dance. 4-4-4, 44 through 4. Collins, not bad considering 1 in the 10. Fontaine for another mark. Oh, just spun away. Oh, he's never shot. Collins, don't hurt him for a 9. 61 half, halfway through his match.
3 splits for Collins, and despite that, he has a 61 half.
Aaron knocks it down for a 10, 54 at the half. He had a 168 first. One of the biggest reasons why they got a big lead. But don't count Central throughout, they're too good. Collins right on cue, strike! 71 plus 2 through 6. The Terminator strikes him down.
His family's here, in case anyone didn't realize.
Aaron, look at the W, the wiggle, the 189, crazy. His mother, such a great supporter. His brother Hunter trying to get back into Candlepin bowling also. The twin brother of Charles Collins. Fontaine, look at this one.
Ooh.
Give it a ride. 2-7-10.
And Aaron's whole family was watching virtually. Good to see you.
Nice out, 9. Send the breaks before it got to the 10. 63 through 6. Collins 71 plus 2 through 6. Here come the middle bowlers. Greg will call the next 2 boxes after these 5 boxes are completed. A game of skill and challenge for any age. Candlepin bowling is cool for any age. Get the word out. It's unbelievable. Nothing beats Candlepin bowling. Summer leagues are forming and fall leagues as well. Check your local bowling center for more information as Nick Leach steps from the wonderful world of parallel time. Jeff Surratt wiggling 4-10, Wood out of bounds. The finals on Candlepin Bowling Network Friday Night Pro League. Nick chops out 1. He had 14 strikes a couple weeks ago in an ACST match with Steve Poole in Portsmouth. Oh, what a shot for a spare! 62 plus 1 at the half. Leach an 8. Just 45 at the half.
It's incredible the ball action Surratt gets. And
14 strikes that match in a 7:21 performance.
I think the ball's going to ricochet into the pin setter assembly, which is all fair and good.
Leach crossing over. He gets a strike. 60, make it 55 plus 2 through 6. Surratt, 3 in the fill, 65 half. Still good. Wanted more. 3 marks to 1 for Central 3. Surratt, good ball. Look at this, a Greek church.
Just fluttered the 2-pin around.
Prayers for a $10. Surratt, give it a try. 8. 73 through 6 on Candlepin Bowling Network in high definition. Something for everyone. Semi-pro to pro action. Nearing 2,000 videos soon. Close to 4,600 subscribers. Please subscribe on YouTube to Candlepin Bowling Network. Tell your friends and family to do so also. Hit the bell icon for live notifications so you never, ever, never, ever, never miss a ball. Ever. Never, ever. When we go live.
Did you not say that correctly?
I don't know. I said flip-flop. I flip-flop all the way around those words. Never, ever, never, ever, never, ever. Waters drills 9. A rare start, 31 through 4.
Nico Puhar's going to fact check you. I just know it.
Barber. There's no rhythm. There's no algorithm to it. It just comes out naturally. 43 through 4 in the fill from Barber. Waters connects on the board. 41 on the ball through 5. Halfway through his match. And Central has 4 marks to none. Making a move.
Gaining a couple here.
Barber to the setback lead. Chops out the 10. 5 middle, 6 to the right. Good luck with this one.
The recent form has been better.
Barber in
Central
8.
3.
51 through 5. Central 3 trying to make a run. Get it closer before the final string. Trying to go back-to-back titles. Last year, the 1 seed won it all. This year, they fell in the last week in position round to get to number 2.
10 marks to 7 for Exeter in this string. Exeter has also gained an extra mark's worth in pinning. They've left 6 fewer on the plate.
Waters on the nose, splits 2 and 2. Here's your 2-2 split, Greg.
Add it to the list.
47.5. Barber drills 9. He's got the 2-pin in the way for a strike. Now it's going for a spare. Waters, tough leave, still is.
Dropped it just a little bit.
Barber, spare. 61 of the ball through 6. Just to go with a short 2, does for a 9. 56 through 6. Here come the anchor bowlers. Exeter up 98. 98 in the match, 51 on the string. 3 marks to 1 for Central 3. Don't count them out, they're too good.
Head pin accuracy is exactly even in the string, 16 head pins apiece for the first 28.
Danny Harris, 34 through 4. Bombs away, baby! Strike!
Again? He's got 3.
First mark the string, 44 plus 2 through 5. Chris Bovier, 38 through 4. He rolls right on the 3-9.
Bovier's lost the range on this head pin here. Needs to get back on it.
Central 3, 4 marks to 1, including 3 strikes to 1 spare for Exeter. Double here, double there, sprinkled in. They're back in it. Chris pulls left, and now look at this. Half right, half left. That's Paul Grant bowling.
I consider it the most beautiful third ball leave in bowling when I'm not the one shooting it.
This shot gives me nightmares.
Sometimes it's a 5-pin, sometimes doesn't. This one does.
And 1, wow, what a nasty game. That is a youch. Y-O-U-C-H, not even in the dictionary. Put it in Webster. Yikes and ouch combined, youch. 5.
Random House, you're next. They're not answering our calls. Please.
43.5, Harris 7 on a strike. Wood in front of the 5-9, 7 left. Bovier hooked it left. Spins back for a bunch. 1, 2, 3 in the 10. Harris tending over. Ooh, threw it too far right. 7 on the strike. 51.5.
It was an aggressive try on the strike, Phil, but going on the left side may have propelled the 5-pin into the 7. That's the idea of trying to turn the pin on the low side.
Bovier picks it up. Spare.
And there's an 8 box for Harris, 59 through 6. All right, here's a score check after 16 boxers are basically at the halfway point here. 41 pins the advantage. 343 to 302 I show it as. We'll try and get some score confirmation at some point, either that or the second one here. See if I can see the scores from here by any chance. 59, 56. And 55 plus 2, 71 plus 2. Is one wrong? Yes. We're confirmed to this point. Lister gets a 2-1-1 split. And yes, all scores are confirmed. Thanks for bearing with me. I'll take this out of the way now. Daly dumps 9 on the spare. $70 through 6. Lister cannot convert. Chance here on this single, overthrown.
Such a fierce competitor. Winning just about everything. Sorry, Greg.
There's the stick there. Say what you will about what that means, but he does pick up 1 pin. 9 versus 10.
Lead is just 31 now for Exeter, but a comfortable lead, 78. It was 103 or so a moment ago. Still time left.
Half Worcester Lister. Daly, another single pin, this time to 4. It's only Joey's first head pin miss, and he had 6 in a row before. Just try. Back in there.
2 strikes for Central 3, 2 spares for Exeter. And now a spare for Central 3.
And Lister takes the 9. 1-1-1 through 8. Lister 30 above. Fontaine's cooled off a bit in this one. He only has 1 spare in the last 6. Did I miss a smudge?
Yep. Daly's a spare.
Yep. That's better.
Okay.
Thank you. Need that. Marks are checkerboarded. Either one bowler in each pair has one. That's crushed by Aaron Fontaine. He has a strike, his second one.
73 plus 2 through 7, the second and 3. Here's the Terminator. And back to Greg Gouillart. He's on a strike.
Over 200 of you watching live. Thank you very much. 201, I think, is the exact count. It's last look.
Tracy Fontaine watching. Mom and Dad.
That upgrades the strike fill for Collins, 9. Nine again. 89 through 7.
Scott, I'm in the Urban Dictionary for Youch. Scott Hodgson from Raleigh, North Carolina. It's great to meet you, Scott, at the Friday Night Pro League a few weeks ago at Central Park Lanes, East Boston, Mass. And later on as well.
Urban Dictionary, the voice of the people. Fontaine, 5 and 8. Collins. Just 4 pins out. Wants to dig into that 1-2 pocket. He still can on the second ball. Good. Spare on strike. Aaron's got 93 in a ball through 8. Collins now the high-low.
It's in Augusta, Maine, the 1710 Sports Center.
Someone actually did make it, albeit with wood on the plate.
That doesn't count.
Couple of jokers, as New Palace, King of the Palace would say. Out of the former New Palace lanes, of course.
Collins 7, 96 through 8 on Candlepin Bowling Network. Greg, talk about Candlepin Bowling Network.
Well, you found us. Hi. I'm Greg Gouillart. That's Paul Grant. And along with our executive producer, Bob Lee, and many, many other people who help out with our broadcasts, too numerous to name here. We broadcast Candlepin Bowling, both pro and handicap matches, wherever they may be. If they're fun, we'll go. 7-10 split, but the wood is way up here for Surratt. He's on the high side of it, and it goes around the 10. 3-10, 5 pushes in. And Nick Leach has a spare on strike.
He's like, whoo. One went one way, one the other way, finally clipped it down. Instant replay on that one.
You got it.
Can I see it again?
Yes, yes, yes. I'll do as I'm told. Some of the wood was just grazed in front of it and got it down. All right.
Need some sleep.
Leach a chance to start building his way back in. Ouch.
Full day of Candlepin action tomorrow on YouTube on Candlepin Bowling Network. Mass Bowling Association playoffs. 10 a.m. from Sunnyside Lanes, Danvers, Mass. Followed by the ACST opening round playoffs, Class B North from Harvard Lanes, Harvard, Mass. Get a chance to check it out on 204 Air Road. It looks gorgeous inside. Newly renovated, looks brand new. Harvard Lanes, Harvard, Mass. 14 Candlepin Lanes. 6:30 tomorrow night. Jeff Little, Anthony Delmonico on the ACST Facebook page and or Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube.
It is so absurd how Facebook has that one broadcast per channel thing because it's really kneecapping the ACST. Maybe we could get an ACST 2 and 3 and 4, but it's one of those things.
Well, we can put it on YouTube on Candlepin Bowling Network. It goes up there anyway later on anyway, so why not?
That's a nickel and dime for Barber. 8 more, 69 through 6. Over to Waters. Wood in front of the 6. Well, the destination's widened a bit, but 6-pin needs quite the cut. Not a bad try. That's why Barber went on the left side. Not sure what he's wondering about. I think he's annoyed with how he shot that somehow. We're leveraging the wood on this one. But Waters stumbles into the cap perhaps and doesn't really send the wood as much as he wants. That'll be 9 for Barber, it should be. 78. And that's 10. Why in the world this didn't go? Let's try and take a look together. So there's 2 pieces of wood there. And which one does Waters hit? He hits the left one, but the right one stops it. That's the issue. Barber a 9 drop. So did Justin really have a way to zip that across? He's got this one buried. No puzzle about this one. It's just a 6-pin. 5 for Barber. No! So a chance for Central now. They've lost some ground in this string as well, but no time like the present to shave the deficit. And it is good. Justin Waters.
2 spares for each side.
You see the smudges between total and game. That's right.
Barber posing on the 9 box. 87 through 8. Waters 76 in the ball through 8. Chris Bovair 53 in the ball. Danny Harris 59. Bovair 53 in the ball, I should say. Harris 59. Back to Greg.
Lots of other bowlers here. Hey, Al Johnson's collecting the Candlepins for cancer money. Good. Another family helped, surely.
86,000 paid out, a good thing.
86,000.
Yep. A lot of money went out this past
Please
month
keep
or two.
forcing me to update the website. Go to candlepins4cancer.com.
And see, every time you talk about it, something good happens, a strike.
I knew you were going to say that.
Keep talking.
And nobody.
We maybe have a world record of 246.
Keep talking and nobody explodes. Great game. Anyway.
37-10. Most bowls are good about it.
And that's the idea. A board to the left. So close, he figures. Just a board to the left. That slices over, surely. Or trips on the wood, one or the other. Gets his 8 box. Object, and that's all he gets. 67 through 7.
2 marks apiece. Chris Bovair on a strike, rather. 73 plus 2 through 7. Back to Greg.
Hello, Steve and David and everyone watching. Good to see you all in chat and however you're tuning in. Bovair the 1, 3, and 10 on his strike. Harris digs in, 2-4-7. 4 for 4 on his head pins recently. Beauvair's only head pin hit, in fact, this string was that strike. The 1-3-10. Rang around the 3. 8 fill. It's good for Harris, though. He's got his spare. 77 in the ball.
3 spares to 1 for Central 3. Trying to get it closer, going on the final string.
So a 10 for Beauvair, and now we look. 50 pins up for Exeter in the string, 97 overall in the match. Central 3 still has 10 boxes of strings worth to try and cut into this. 4-2-4 confirmed on the Central side of the ledger. Exeter, I believe, is 4-7-4. We'll check in. Let's see. 111, 93 in a ball, 92, 87, 91. That's good. And 90 in a ball, 96, 85, 76 in a ball. Nope, scores are confirmed. Thank you very much. Yep.
Josh Daly, 5 on the spare, 95 through 8. The freight train, Joey Lister, 111 through 8 on the 3-9.
Thanks as always for your patience while we confirm the paper scores.
2 marks to 1 for Central 3. Daly trying to pull it off. 1 in 5 chance, won't go. Lister spins in the pocket, got them all, spare. 121 on the ball in the 9th. Daly, a 9. 104 through 9.
Hold up, baby.
Blue is 46 in the string, 93 in the match for Exeter. And Greg on the kid in the candy store, instant replay. Left-hander fires left, a quarter again. What's up with these quarter whiskers today? Too many. Freight train on the left side, he gets 3, make it 4. That's a strange one to get. That's on a spare. 125 through 9. Lister trying to get it over. Wobble, wobble, hobble, hobble. Daly, nice out for a 10. 114, second string. 2 string total, Greg? In a minute. Lister gets a 9. 134, second string. Ben Witt's watching from Altoona, Wisconsin. 3 inches of hail on Wednesday. Wow. Thank you, Nico. 5.67 seconds. We'll do one in the 3rd string. He has a Terminator. Charles Collins, 96 through 8. Aaron Fontaine, 93 in the ball through 8. His family watching in Florida, some of them. On the crossover, 6. 2 pins on the right of the 3-6. 2 pins on the left, the 4-7. 99 through 8 in the second of 3. Collins, good bid, won't carry. 7-9-10. Extra in control right now. Back up triple digits. -2 marks. Aaron, object pin does not work out. The name of the game, hit your object pins. Collins takes an 8. 104 through 9. Aaron takes a 9. 108 through 9 after a whopping 168. Tom Olster-like string. Like grandfather, like grandson, and not grandmother. Collins steals 9. His headpin falls behind.
Guess again, Charlie, you'll like this one.
Fontaine with a fresh rack. 2 full. 2, 4, 7, 6, 10 right. The final box, the middle string. Collins, spare. 114 of the ball in the 10th. Great young ball in the rise. Aaron Fontaine, good try. Try to get to 118.
Totally fine string, of course. 8 for 10 on the head pin, 1 strike and 2 spares.
A great chance for 400 in the 3rd string as he gets a 9. 117 stock market correction, 2nd string. 168 first. How about 285 through 2? Dave gone earlier today at a 151 and the 154 first 2. end up with a 430 and a loss to Central 3 in the semifinals. Wood out of bounds so far for Collins. But the string is over. 6-120. Second string for the Terminator.
By the way, there was a subtlety to how Collins makes that. Notice he doesn't go for that front wood. He goes for the left side wood. Or maybe he was trying for the horizontal plank, but the one on the left side drove in as well. The cap in front was too liable to deflect it away.
Exeter swept them 8 days ago in the regular season finale in position 9. They're going to win the first 2. They've had some good battles all year round. 1-2 showdown. Here's Nick Leach, 85 through 8. 4-7 chance. Surratt, Jeff, 92 through 8. 3-2 split. Look at this one. 2-4-8 behind the 2. 6-10 right. Leach, spare. 95 with the ball in the 9th. 3 marks to none.
And 3 marks in the last 4 for Leach.
Strike going with the short 2 now. Try to get to 101 through 9. Hit a 133 in the first, Greg?
Yes, he did.
Numbers stick in my head for some reason. I don't know why. I don't go home practicing them all, like some people think I do. 9, 101 through 9, even when you're dead tired, like today.
Every pin does matter. I'm just not good at the units digit.
Forget about metric too. 1, 2, 4, 10. Wobbling 1, 2, 7 for Surratt. Leach 101 through 9. 2 full. Tough break. Surratt. Oh.
Collision course on that wood.
Leach an 8. 109, second string. Surratt at 10. 1-1-1, middle string.
What was that noise?
Affleck.
Oh.
Affleck. Definitely need some sleep tonight for the NBA playoffs all day tomorrow, and then the ACST with Jeff Little, Anthony Delonico, Class B, 4-5 showdown. Harvard Lanes, Harvard Mass, 6:30. Waters 5, Wiggling 9, 7, 3 pieces, now 2 on the deck. 90, make it 83, is it, with the fill? 83 through 8, is it? Or
Yep.
is it 90? 83
through 8, yep.
Trims the lead to 37 for Exeter in the string, but Exeter's up 84 in the match, minus the ball. From Harris next. Waters, spare! 93 in the ball, and a tough shot through 9. Barber just missed, not by much, 3 in the 7.
Central gaining momentum in this last visit as well. In these past 7 boxes.
David 9, 96 through 9 on Candlepin Bowling Network. Do yourself a favor, message your friends and family, tell them to subscribe to Candlepin Bowling Network in high definition. It's free, why not, on YouTube.
I mean, if you hate fun, you don't have to subscribe.
Waters, strike on spare, Waters World. 103 through 9, 113 plus 2 in the 10th. Another quarter whister. What's up with these today?
It's a phase, I guess. Barber was 7 for 10 on the head pin. I don't understand what Danny Harris is saying, but I'm here for it.
Look at this, a 1-5. That's a youch. Y-O-U-C-H. Tough lead for Barber. It is a tough 4. It's golf season. 4.
So that basically
Not
gives
happy with that.
Gets away at Marksworth, yep.
102nd string. We'll get the 2-string totals from Greg after the string is over. Each bowler. Waters on a strike, trying to get it closer. Cuts down to 67 in the match, 20 in the string to down. Perfect shot, it splits 3 right, 4 left. Decent wood behind the 3. 113.
So this for count, he's accomplished his goal of the 120 string. Gains in his comparison.
No, maybe a little more right.
Hey, 9's fine. 9 is fine.
122, not bad. 5:58 to lead the match. 11 the strength for X. It was a lot bigger than that. It was in the triple digits. It's down to 58 overall, and a minus a mark here from Danny Harris can put it into the high 40s, potentially. Double strike makes it really interesting. Going to the final string. Two fill, ouch. 79 through 8. Down 9 the strength, 56 the match. In striking distance, though, still for total.
Oh, I never updated the. There it is, sorry.
Of course, on the 10 pin.
I never updated the daily first string to 128, sorry. Now it's fixed. I did it on one place, but not the other. That's correct. Now.
Harris in the bunny hole.
So, 57 pin lead on the match.
Gouillart, good second ball, not quite. 2-5 in the 7. Harris for an out. Does take 6 of the 8 for an 8. 87 through 9, a rarity for him. It happens. They were big, him and Waters in that third string in the semifinals to get here.
And he and Waters won that Pro Series doubles event.
The first one together.
Which will go down as the last one in Nashua, New Hampshire. I'll be going to Lido Lane, so I'm going to attend their yard sale there, actually.
Final ball, the middle string. Harris splits 2 and 3.
The latest from Lido Lanes in Nashua is this isn't goodbye forever. We're shipping the lanes into storage. And we'll find somewhere to go with them. That's their optimistic hope. Why not believe?
Carolyn Shaw Downey watching from Florida. Good to see you, Carolyn.
Interesting.
John Cadero top right here. Mike McIntosh a taxman as well as Harris missed left. Look at this one for both there. 7, 8, 9. Ridiculous. Mark Van Heineken beat Trevor Kennis in the ACST playoffs. 5:19, 5:03. Come to think of it, I'd rather have a Van Heineken. Classy guy. Was in the finals against Justin Majura last year in Class C. Harris a 9. The ball to go, I think, right? No, that's it. 96 string, disappointing string. Bouvier an 8, 108. Second string, 2 down, 1 to go. Exeter wins by 9, unofficially 57 with 1 string to go. The final round of the Friday Night Pro League Championship is on Candlepin Bowling Network and YouTube. Paul Grant with Greg Gouillart. Executive producer is Bob Lee. Let's get an update from Greg.
So again, Exeter seems on pace for another what would be 8-0 sweep. Were we playing with points today? We're not. 3 strings total pinfall. And Central 3 has the ability to turn it around. The average 12 pins more per bowler, or you have someone go off like Aaron Fontaine. Any of those 5 guys could throw a 168. Seriously.
It was 103 not too long ago. It was a 103 pin lead for Exeter. Shades of last match with Academy 3 down 101 going in and kept like 39.
They actually threw the same number of marks, 16-16.
All right, final string it away. Here's the freight train. Joey Lister in lane 6 at Riverwalk Lanes. Amesbury, Mass. He gets 8. 8 left, 9 right. Wooden play. Daly with a big string. A chance for the 2-4-7. Greg will call boxes 3 and 4. 7 and 8. And in between.
What's in front of the 8?
This is makeable. No. Maybe a little more right. Daly for a spare. Missed it. Lister a 10 to start the final string. Daly a 9. Extra up 1 in the string, 58 in the match. .95 degrees in Florida. It's a dry heat, though, right, Caroline Downey?
The only mercy is that it's in Fahrenheit.
3-6-4. Daly sweeps 8. 2-4, better chance here. Well, 3-pinners also, like 2-pinners, 51% chance to convert for Class A bowlers. Stats by Candlepin Bowling Network. Lister, wow, what a shot for a spare. 20 the ball through 2 here in the third. Daly trying to answer. He does, spare. 19 of the ball through 2. It's a 58-pin lead, the match for Exeter, 1 in the string. Final match of the season. The season starts in September.
Would not a factor. You just got to get on that 3-pin thin and Fuller on the 6-pin and toss it over.
Aaron Awesome Fontaine. High character person. Just a fabulous person to talk to. Only 4 there. 168 first. Without that, it's a different story possibly. Be a lot closer. Collins, the Terminator, rolls to 7 down. 3 hobbles, 10 behind to the right.
And again, a second spot bowler holding their own.
Aaron just missed outside the 1. The Wood coming back for the 1. Won't hold. It holds up rather. Collins, oh, tough break. Here comes the Wood. It goes! Spinning spare. Wow.
He's holding his own. He had that 120 average, and yet again, Aaron Fontaine's just crushing that score by plenty.
And look at this. Hit the Wood, hit the ball. And didn't go for a 9.
Well, here's the first mystery. Off the cap, and then a wild sidewall.
That was a curly
deflection.
shuffle. Whoop, 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 spare. Certainly.
There's Casey McCool. Just kidding.
Where's Casey McCool? Aaron back with 9, 10, strike. 8 goes last. 19 plus 2 through 2 in the final string. Collins in the pocket, 8. The Wood bounces. Here goes the 4, maybe. How about the 6? The 7, rather. It goes. Strike. On spare, the 4 goes to the 7. Crazy. 20 through 1, 30 plus 2 through 2.
Crazy, but that's how it goes.
Terminators like to reload. Jeff Surratt, 3 middle, 5 left, 6 right. Nick Leach, 7 in the 9. Starting their final string here at Riverwalk Lanes, Amesbury, Mass. A great place to bowl.
Downtown Amesbury as a whole is just wonderful.
Surratt, no go. Leach trying to kick it over somehow. What a try. Surratt splits the uprights for a 10 box to start his third. Leach a 9. Let's get a quick update from Greg Gouillart.
So 48 pins. Central 3 has that extra mark there. Collins going spare strike is significant.
Surratt takes 6. Leach goes left, same thing. Instant replay.
Run the replay, Gregory.
Live instant replay. Jeff first for a spare. He takes it down. 20 the ball through 2. Leach gets inside the pipes.
Leach takes an 8 box on that, 17 through 2. Now over to Waters and Barber.
The Mass Bowling Association playoffs tomorrow on Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube from Sunnyside Lanes, Danvers, Mass, shortly after 10 a.m. Cover one of the 2 semifinals and the best 2 out of 3 finals. Separate broadcast in those 3 strings. Best 2 out of 3 wins it. Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube in high definition. Please subscribe for free. Why not? It's free. Justin Waters in the pocket, 9. Barber, 5-2 washout, head pin only, brutal. 3 marks to 2 for Exeter right now. Hanging on by Hawaii 5-0. Book 'em, Dano. The lead is 50. Waters, bang! 10 of the ball to start the third. Barber, 7. Central 3 gets 3 back. Now the marks are even. Each side with 1 strike, each side with 2 spares. In the final string of the season, overtime if we tie, a 1-string roll-off. Leads down to 47 for Exeter. Barber back in the pocket. It's 8, 6 to 10. Father Jim was here most of the day, but left recently. Hall of Famer. Waters lobbed it. And a 1. Ouch. Was that 2?
Look at that competitive advantage lobbing confers.
11 through 1. Barber spare. 17 of the ball through 2. Sigh of relief. Good second ball, not quite. Waters on for a 10. 21 through 2 the hard way. Greg will call the next 2 boxes. After these 2 boxes, actually, let's turn over to Greg right now. Give him some bonus coverage here. Go ahead, Greg.
Hooray! Well, 2 extra marks for Exeter right now, so basically we're back to even Stevens in this string, and being at all close to break even is good news for them. Danny Harris comes in with a 236, Chris Bover with a 228. Fontaine got that strike, so he's a good count and another mark away from yet another 400 in the semifinals and finals combined.
4 marks to 2 for Exeter. Greg will wrap up these 2 boxes and carry the next 2 boxes as well for each bowler.
Bover crossover. Down go the 8-9 in tandem. There's that ball hung up in his hand. Still intact there for his shot at it. 2-pinner for Bover. $92 degrees in Tampa. Feels like 98. Wow. Crank up that AC. Spare.
And all 5 Exeter bowlers on marks.
Lovely sight.
1 strike, 1 spare for Central. 3 Exeter trying to get a bigger lead. It was about 103 or so in the second.
There's an 8 box. The escape is there. But all the marks lit up on Exeter's side of the board as they look to build on the 39-pin advantage, the 57-pin advantage they brought forward. Boher, this is his 7th mark he's filling. Crossed over. And they all fall. The 5, 6, 9, 10 all splatter. Harris thought he would respond there. 7-9 is makeable. There's wood in the middle. It's very vertical, though. Can he find a way? Where do you want to go? No, on the left side of it. Still, my mind's trying to rack. I mean, those are perpendicular pieces of wood. Obviously, the play is to the right side. Oh, he wanted to try it, and he got it. That's how it goes.
Missed the second, make the third. Not saying it.
But did you? Anyway. Scoreboard here, actually, one more time. That is instructive. He does get over. And yes, the cap does leverage the shot. 1 pin, that's all, but 3 extra hits for Exeter. Everybody's working on something in box number 2. I mean, again, Central 3 with 4 marks in that salvo. That is pro bowling. Scores are confirmed. But Exeter, with 6 marks on that, is yet again on this extraordinary, we cannot say championship level yet, but it is on a championship trajectory. 3 strength final, total pinfall, that's it. Daly, guess what? 1 pin out. It's powerful. There's Lister, strike on spare. Somehow, the lanes like Exeter's deliveries more. Now we've got this. And now a trapezoid to further demoralize a clearly talented Central 3 team who just are not getting the results on the scoreboard right now. Now he tries an outside cut and ends up with a 7. Off the foul line, that's full. It's a 3-1 split, but there's a barn door there in front of the 7. Lister needs more on this strike. Good cut, almost. 3 pins out. Lister, that's better. Only a 6 fill on this one, though. We finally have said 2-2 split, and there's an 8 box.
These 2 teams always in the running, and how good is Central 3? They're going to be good for years. Exeter always in the running, like Hingham. Now you got Central 1 on the rise also, and of course Academy 2, no slouch. It's tough to win this Friday Night Pro League title and the playoffs as well. $400 for each baller for the runner-up today, $500 each baller for the winning team. Not bad for 9 strings of bowling today, but they earned it during the season to get these seedings. 1 versus 2. Greg.
Collins just 2 to start his strike bill. Fontaine count out double. But
Greg.
if he nails this, he's on pace for 400 already. Good count here for Charlie.
Greg will go back to Doritoville after these next 2 completed boxes for
Oh,
all
yeah.
the bowlers.
And there's a spare on strike. So there it is with good count. Fontaine can get there. Collins all the pins down through 3. The way I say it is Aaron Fontaine can pin out 394 even if he blows the spare fill. If he gets 6 or more, 10 boxes take him to the promised land. Even though those aren't any guarantee in Candlepin. Collins clatters a bunch, 9 drop. Fontaine lost the headpin. Uh-oh, now he's got the half Worcester. 2 out. Don't take the over just yet. Now, no, he's shaking his head. That's a foul ball. It will be a 9. It's into the curtain here. Aaron needs an out. Collins is dismayed with the 9 box, but it could gain a bunch unless there's the out. On the last ball, Fontaine goes to 50 through 4. It brings up Jeff Surratt versus Nick Leach. Leach finding his way, had 3 marks in the back half of that last string. Can he pick up on that pace? 257 is gettable. Would that would. Surratt, 4 horsemen left, down goes the head pin anyway. Tack 7 more as the salvo of marks keeps coming through. This is doable. No 7 pin. And there's a spare, the reluctant 7 pin. But Exeter getting that extra. And that's really all the difference there is. Leach a 9 box. There's still time, but the advantage continuing to mount. Leach again, great first ball. Wood in front of the 7-8. There's 2 pieces actually, could cause a conflict. Now that head pin was tapped but does not fall. Surratt will have to content himself with a 6. Off it, and again the 7 pin might as well be glued down. Outside. Skinny mini on the head pin. So Leach picks up 2 pins there. And another look in why in the world the 7 pin just does not go for Leach here on this shot. So the ball's probably going to deflect in front, I expect. And yes, it goes over to the left side across the face of the 7 pin and doesn't take it out. And then the wood's not positioned well enough to take the corner either. Now Barber to fill his mark. Justin Waters, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. This is head pin. This is the 5-8. Barber's had a rough last few frames, but this time around, a spare 8 to get right back on the saddle. This isn't the flattest wood in the world, but one would think with careful play, this can take out triangle 4. Waters plays on the right side, too far on the cap, and it's missed. Barber does not get his 2-pinner either. There's a 9 apiece. The lead right now is 98 in the match. There are 33 boxes remaining, so Central 3 needs to gain about 3 a box in order to get back into this. If they can start marking half the time, maybe Exeter falls off at the very end with some pending lost. Don't count them out yet. Look at this. That was almost an eagle. Instead, it's a great leave. Barber does not get the same respite. Isn't that funny? Left side, it's good. Actually, it's a red line. Excuse me. Waters has his second mark of the string. Nine's fine. 43 through 4. I'm Greg Gouillart alongside Paul Grant, and this is Candlepin Bowling Network. The final match of the Friday Night Pro League. Although, of course, before you know it, we'll be back at it with another 35-week regular season, and we are here for it. We'll bring you as many Friday night matches as we can, like we do so many other great Candlepin Pro Bowling and developing bowling presentations. Or just straight up fun bowling, heck, or all three. Beauvais on a spare strike. Nixon, no double. Harris offline. Just that 2 pin to get to cement this Exeter lead further into the triple digits it would go. It's gone. Spare on strike. A strike sandwich for Beauvais. Harris takes 9. So Chris Beauvais had a 328 through the first 2 strings, but already a couple of 20s now. 10 marks already in 19 frames, and it's Exeter that's marking more than 50% now. That is extraordinary frequency. 6, 7, 10 for Harris. That's in there and a strike. He's gone Dutch again. Spare strike, spare strike. You know, we've never seen a Dutch 200 in Candlepin. I think Jeff Walsh had a Dutch 100 half once. Just saying. I dare not say it out loud. I don't want anyone to overhear me. Waters wants to lever, Harris, excuse me, wants to leverage the left side wood. Now, of course, the prudent play is to the right. Microcosm of how it's going. 35 through 4. And take a look at this Exeter advantage. 20 again for Beauvais. 70 through 4, and he is on some string now as we go down the final 6 boxes. I'm going to try and get this scoring reconciled. 37, 57, 36, 40 in the ball, 35, and 54, 50, 51, 43, and 70 plus 2. I love the pretty sight of seeing that X flanked by smudges. Spare and strike smudges, and seeing 3 of them is pretty nice.
Back to the top, we go to the freight train. Joey Lister off the left. It's going to be a wobbling 4. Daly 5 up, 5 down. His team getting crushed here in the 3rd. They cut it close for a while. Daly picks it up for a spare. They're in the miracle zone now, Greg, I would think. Not official yet, of course. Lister in 8, 62 at the half. We'll talk to the winning team. Hopefully PG rated before we sign off.
Not an official term anyway, but the miracle zone, that's just my ranting and musing, but.
Royalty fees for Greg. Lister spread eagle plus the 8 behind the 2.
Down 118 pins. They need a lot.
We saw a 105 pin deficit from Central 1 against Metro a few, like 2 or 3 weeks ago. They won by 126 in the last string, so it can happen. Another quarter. What's up with these today? One fill. Yikes. 48.5. Lister. Oh, wow, he got it. A spread eagle +1. How about that one? Nico highlight reel. 72 in the ball through 6.
Just that higher level all day long for Exeter.
Who's winning right now? Stops. Get it.
Daly is 6. 54 through 6.
And look one more time at this 3 and 4. You cut less into more off the wall. Splendid by Joey Lister.
It's always a problem with her. Always a problem.
Always. Everybody here.
Nobody else has a problem with everybody else. Everybody has a problem with you. Yeah. Always.
Fontaine 50 through 4. Collins 57 through 4.
Danny, the fact that this goes on forever, man, is
Here we go, top of the order. Well, second ball is here. Fontaine 50 through 4. Collins 57 through 4.
you guys.
2 marks to 1 for Exeter. Back to play-by-play. Actually, I'm doing the play-by-play. These two, you do the next two.
We'll be right back. 1 second.
Little commotion here. We get that fixed. Hopefully, have in the background here. Beyond our control. We're back live.
It's understandable. Tensions have been high, and there's a lot on the line here as well. So,
Final string of the season. Exeter looking good. 3-9 for Fontaine. Charles Collins, only 4. 2 marks to 1 for Exeter. To add to more. Fontaine, 5-8-10. Collins, he stole it somehow. He'll take it, spare. 67 the ball through 5. Need a lot more than that. Fontaine, nice out for a 9. 59 through 5 on Candlepin Bowling Net. Let's pause. 12 seconds from Greg Gouillart.
this is Candlepin Bowling Network on Facebook and YouTube. We go wherever the pros go and wherever the bowling is. Please like us on Facebook and subscribe on YouTube for more great matches like this. Even some during the off season, we swear.
We don't control some of the vernacular in the background. Collins 9 in the wiggle, maybe 10. It is strike on spare. 77.5, 87 plus 2 through 6. The Terminator. Aaron Banana split a Jim Dandy. 4 scoops of ice cream instead of 3 at Friendly's. What a try. Here comes the 6. It goes. 2 great shots. 2 great spares. Would you take a look at that one?
Would you look at that?
69 of the ball through 6. Wow.
It was the 4, 5, 7, 10, and then into the 6 last. Collins now is with 220 boxes in this string, by the way, to have that 87 plus 2 through 6.
Jeff Stratt, 51 through 4. Look at this one. Look at his face. Would you take a look at that one?
We all did. 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Leach, 5 middle, 8 to the left.
It is possible to take out just the front 3.
5, 7, 10. Met 10 goes now. Leach missed the spare.
Welcome to Candlepin Bowling. Taking out the 4, 8, 9, 10 is an afterthought.
Sred 8, Leach a 10. 51 pin lead for Exeter. 108 in the match. Looking good for the title. And $500 per bowler. $400 for each bowler for the runner-ups. Exeter around the block a few times, around the sun a few times. Leach drills 9, 6 pin holds up. Surratt 1, 3, 10.
It's best versus bestest, really.
1 versus 2. a rout right now for Exeter. Central 3 made some noise earlier in the second. Threats fair. 69 of the ball through 6. The hits keep on coming. 4 marks to 2 for Exeter. Unless this one's fair for Leach. Now it's 4-3 for marks for Exeter.
9 marks of 26 for Central 3. 14 of 26 for Exeter. Still now over 50% mark rate.
Waters on a spare, 40 in the ball. Dave Barber, 43 through 4. Bounces 4. Waters in the bonus. Smooth ball, 9. 4-pin left up, 49 through 4. Barber, what a try, almost. Couldn't get to the 7 for the sweep. Waters for a spare, bang! 69 in the ball. 59 in the ball through 5. Get ahead of myself. Let's get a strike to make it sound good now. Barber at 10 off the 4-2 washout. 43 through 4 on Candlepin Bowling Network. Semi-pro to pro action. Something for everyone. Close to 2,000 videos, close to 4,600 subscribers. Our quest for 5,000 this year. Please message your friends and family. Sign up to the Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube in high definition. Barber, strike! 63 plus 2 through 6 here in the third at Riverwalk. Waters goes left for 6. 1, 3, 6, 7. 65 at the half. Off by 4 pins.
Sliding this in edgewise, that was actually a really good conflict resolution, I thought. Maybe there was a comment that was misinterpreted. Maybe feelings have been running high. You stop, take a moment, you talk it over. And then we get back to enjoying the bowling.
Absolutely. Look at that shot for Waters. Fair. 75 in the ball through 6.
And it's that ability to do that that's really just, honestly, it really is healthy, even when, incidents happen every now and again. Gouillart now on a spare strike run through the first 4.
70 plus 2. The anchor bowler, Danny Harris, half of that, 35 through 4. Gouillart off to the left, a 6-pack on a strike. Harris finds the head pin. He's got the goal post. Second ball on the strike, Gouillart. Can he get another big 20? He will not get it that close. Wow, the wood collided. 9 the strike, 79 through 4. What a try by Harris.
He wanted it too. He wanted that Dutch half so badly.
Nothing wrong with that shot. That was a heck of a try over there. Spun another big 20 for the 4th time in a row. He'll get a 9. 7, make it 88 half. No good in the ocean for Harris. A 9. 44 through 5. It's back to triple digits for Exeter. Insurmountable lead, it looks like. Central through. We need a couple of triples, maybe more. Gouillart, 2 full. Harris trying to rally his troops. Check mark in the 7. Greg will call the next 2 boxes.
Where's Marky going? Up the catwalk somehow. 4 splits for Harris. He's actually 5 for 6 in the head pin like Gouillart is. But because of that, just cannot get the breaks.
Chris, what a try that was.
Oh, and we got an interference. Danny Harris is going to get that frame redone, actually, because the table cycled too soon.
And what did he have up for pins?
He had I think he had a 4 and 2 or something like that.
Can you show a replay on that?
No, too late for that.
All right. Well, we'll get a break.
Yep.
How about if you throw the ball with those 2 pins sticking down? Would that be something? You'd probably break the wall if you try that, though.
Yep.
You need a Nerf ball.
So again, resetting here. Gouillart is on his 3rd ball, so he'll have to shoot it as 6'10" as normal. Danny Harris will get a redo on this frame. Had a mark existed, it would have. The fill on it would have stood once established.
Candlepin Bowling Network has the Mixed Worlds June 27th, June 28th, June 29th, and the Ladies Internationals August 1st, August 2nd, August 3rd, both on YouTube on Candlepin Bowling Network, sponsored by Candlepins for Cancer, a 501c3 charity. $1,000 to the prize fund for each event.
Yeah.
And we get money back from bowlers going through cancer treatments by promoting the sport, by promoting tournaments.
And Chris was ready to throw his third ball in at the commotion. He was like, okay, the point's right there on the 6'10". Just let me take care of that.
Exeter rocking and rolling. 4 bowlers on Marks Bovair trying to make it 5 for 5. Actually, his third ball coming up, so I won't get it here.
Right.
But he did damage the first 4 boxes, so he gets a break.
Yeah.
This team of Rasm, though, the only one without a mark here. He'll
And there
take
it
a
is.
10. 98 already, 98 through 6. How about that? Commanding lead. Looks like Mark hung himself. That's what I thought when I see people doing the lanes. Did he hang himself? No, it looks like that, doesn't it, though? They're hanging down from the ceiling.
It's hanged. Get your past participles correct.
I was the best in English. The proper subject and predicate of the verb, of the adjective of the verb. Back to live action.
So again, Harris is on his 6th frame right now. He gets to take it from the top.
What's in the word anyway, right? Winding down here at Riverwalk Lanes, Amesbury, Mass.
Well, agreed upon principles of speech by consensus. Have a split. Hang on, might be gettable. Is there a way with this wood? 6'10" obviously gets clobbered. Left wood is most angled towards the other side. No.
Try to edge the right side of that 7. Greg will call the next 2 boxes for each bowler, and I'll get the final 2. Maybe we'll give it to all Greg. We'll see. Harris at 10. Time running out for Central 3, 54 through 6. The lead is 45 in the string, 102 in the match. Let's get the update and the play-by-play from Greg Gouillart.
4 marks open to 3. Marks are flying in this match. Central 3 giving it their all right here. It's just that Exeter just keeps on giving. And there we have it. So there's a ball jam in the left lane. That makes sense. Good eye, Nico. I'll take a look at the score sheet here. 54. Actually, 72 in the ball, 69 in the ball, 69 in the ball, 63 plus 2, and 98 for Bovair. No, I got it, Paul. Please do not disturb. They got it. Daly now, triangle number 5. This is Lister on a spare fill. He's got 9. 81 through 6. 5-4 right now. So another single. Joey Lister, 3 spares and a strike. Last 4 here, 112. 95. Needs almost 6 a box now. The average just keeps on climbing. There's the better score sheet. Daly splits 3-1.
Well, 35-week season comes down to this. It's hard to win.
Yep.
No repeat winner, it looks like, this year.
Nine down, 1 to get. And again, Central 3's ability is obvious. Getting that double crown of sorts last year. This year, it's Exeter's turn. With some great new talent. Of course, Aaron Fontaine going to Metro is going to shake up the whole complexion of things. And of course, you never know what the captain's wheeling and dealing will be in the offseason, as the teams are looking for their best possible synergy. Collins now, who has gone spare strike twice in this string already. He could pin out 366. He's having a great series, best on his team.
Each side with 1 strike, each side with 2 spares here in the 3rd.
And guess, ooh, wow. I had that red as double going down the lane. Whoopsie daisy. That looks like a good ball too, but Fontaine gets stuck with a 4-9-10.
76 through 6. Collins 7 to strike, 94 through 6. Back to Greg.
7 for Collins on that one. Aaron, can you send it over? Nope. Collins at 8 in this 27th box of his series. And Fontaine has 10.
Good string for the Terminator.
In theory, if he went Dutch all the way through, he could go 401. He'd need a lot. But that strike is one component of that.
Impressive. 112 plus 2 in the 8th.
And the Terminator always protects his mother.
And the mother also protects the Terminator. She's here watching.
179.10. That's right.
We'll talk to the winning team before we sign off. Hopefully be PG rated this time, like we said earlier. Fingers crossed.
He's got it.
Wow, that's incredible.
Aaron Fontaine, one more, 96 in a ball through 8. 15 marks.
On his way to a 400, it looks like, Greg, right?
Yes. Even to get it to 0 fill and 2 10 boxes, he's there with a 401. This is smashed by Leach. He's got a 9 box and another 19 tacked on by Central 3. Surratt, 5 down, 2-4. Single gets away. You see the pace quickening up as everyone sees where this is going. And the 2-4 is a spare. Get that right way around. A double-double by Surratt. Two pairs of spares. 87 in a ball through 7. Leach 75 through 7. 5 pins for Leach.
Commanding lead for Exeter.
Still they're mixing 8 pins.
Did Central 3 lead earlier? As Exeter led all the way through wire to wire? Pretty much led wire to wire.
Wire to wire. Yeah. That's a good shot, though. Leach, after missing the first head pin in a while, gets the mark. So we're at 3 in a row. 105 in a ball through 8. Waters and Barber. Fontaine 15 marks, Surratt 14. Remember, Fontaine doubled that strike in the 10th box a string ago.
This will be the 3rd year in a row the number 1 seed has won the Friday Night Pro League playoffs.
Justin Waters, like Charlie, has 12 marks in this series.
Academy 2 years ago, Central 3 last year. Looking good for Exeter right now in 2025.
7. Oh my goodness gracious!
That's a double strike.
Barber massacred those pins. Oh, sorry, unalived. My bad.
83 plus bonus balls.
Waters' gallant effort at that cut shot cannot do it.
And that is an exclamation point for sure.
Waters has only left 1 pin standing. And Barber had a double strike during the semifinal match, too. Justin gets 9. Blink and you miss it. 4 pins spilled forward. That's basically the only irregularity out of that. Justin Waters actually had 2 triple strikes on the year, as did Billy Shiner Sr. Only those 2 that paid in anyway. Barber, oh!
25 in the first double strike box.
As you see, it's 78 through 7. Waters not on a spare, excuse me.
Now he is.
It's a good shot.
Forward thinking, Greg. Look at this. Wow, 2, 4, 7, 3, 6. Spare and double strike.
That's wild. I'm just going to show you this. Lickety split. You're going to see them both, actually. What joy. Wood goes into the 10, and then Barber, for the 2nd time today, has made this shot.
The power of the double strike. 108 in the ball through 8 after a tough start.
Yeah. Barber went around the world on the last one as well.
Bovea 98 through 6. Danny Harris 54 through 6. Just a formality now.
If you hit the triple strike pool in the playoffs, that counts, right?
Unfortunately,
Well, that's
just
the president.
Just
Oh, wait,
the
that's
regular
him.
season, unless
Yeah.
you have side pools here.
Oh. 7 pins for Beauvais.
Already in the Century Club.
Harris not been his usual self today, though of course he can pin out a 110s average. Just we know he usually has more in the tank. An integral part of international success for these guys, as recently as last year. Beauvais. Off the wall! Just into the 6 pin.
And don't be surprised, the Central 3 is back here in the finals for the 3rd year in a row next year. Stacked.
I'm sure.
Sometimes just it's hard to win 3 matches. Fortunately, someone has to lose.
I mean, as Beauvais collects this 10 box here, still having only left 1 pin in the string, Exeter has 21 of 39 on marks. They're still marking over 50%, which is lunacy across an entire team.
And a ton of world champions here in this finals.
168.10 for Danny Harris. Chris Beauvais, 38 over. Didn't get it out there. 4 out. Good!
It's a heck of a shot.
Harris on the board.
4 of their 5 on marks, a strike and 3 spares. 3 marks for Exeter right now.
Just 2 more out on this one. Chris Beauvais, who had 3 20 boxes and a 19 box to begin. I think that's Dave's daughter making noise. I love it. 7 box here.
1:15 through 8, 10 box to go. Thanks for watching all morning, afternoon, and early evening. The Friday Night Pro League playoffs, the finals on Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube in high definition. Hit the subscribe button. Tell your friends and family also to do so for great bowling content, semi-pro to pro action. The Abington 9-pin rolls for Candlepins for Cancer first ever begins May 30th, June 1st, June 7th, June 8th, and June 14th. Go to Candlepins number 4, cancer.com to register. Unlimited shifts are allowed. $80 for the first shift. Each remaining shift, $50 per shift. Candlepins number 4, cancer.com. Make a donation if you can via Venmo at Candlepins number 4, cancer.com. A 501c3 charity, $86,000 and climbing paid out so far. 9-pin coming to Abington, Massachusetts, Webster Timberlanes, and Lucy's Pizza Bar, home of the chocolate chip. Must have chocolate chip cookie pizza. And Greg, you can contribute to that chocolate chip cookie pizza, can't you? It's delicious.
Mm-hmm.
Just a regular chocolate chip pizza, large chocolate chip cookie. No sauce, obviously, no toppings. Just a good old-fashioned chocolate chip cookie pizza.
Lister just picked up his 5th mark here, 119 in a ball. 400 is highly unlikely unless he double strikes in the 10th.
Really tough afternoon, 79 through 9.
It's a fine series. He just knows in the finals how much it takes to win.
4 marks for each side. Lister adds 8 more, 3 in the 5. 127 through 9. Daly spills 8, 6 in the 10. Wood to help. Joey, another one.
Gives him the chance to go 390.
137 the ball. Daly spare. 89 the ball in the 10th. Trying to get to 99. Lister trying to get to 147 with the title as a substitute. And the Bulls will give him a little bit of money also on the side. Didn't bowl in the full season. Yeah, Jonathan Woodrow and Eric Pelletier with shoulder injuries out for the year. Halfway
Spill
through
it.
so. 9, nice string. 146. Choo-choo, the freight train. Joey Lister. Daly, nice ball. 9, 98. 98, final string.
Central 3 had all marks in that at one point there.
Extra at 4. Who would have thought this score would be like this, Greg, coming in?
Incredible. I mean, I had a feeling 1,800 would be the winning score. That's about all I could predict out of this. But of who was going to win, I wasn't even convinced Central 3 and Exeter there. You know, Academy 2 had some promise, of course, but Central 3 was going wire to wire, it seemed like. Even in the semifinals as well, it seemed like, as well. Like, was it a pretty smooth match over there?
Aaron Fontaine, 7 in the fill. 103.38 the terminated. Charles Collins, 112 plus 2. Rolling right, spinning back for the 4. 1, 2, 7. There goes the 7. 1, 2, 9, 10 on a strike. Aaron with the wood. Oh, so close.
How close was that Central 3 match on the semifinal? Like, do you remember the margin of victory?
It was 101 coming in, and Academy cut to 39. They pulled away at the end.
So pretty smooth there.
It got closer towards the end, but it was, you know, I forget the exact score offhand. It was like 1734 to 1695. Academy 2 did not give up in that match. Collins 130 through 9. Fontaine 113 through 9. 7 blocks to go in the championship match. Exeter has won the title.
Fontaine 3 pins away from 400.
Each bowler $500 richer.
Not there yet.
400 for each.
Oh, no, actually, he's there. Actually, 2 pins was enough.
In the 400 club. The 168 set the tone in the first. Good time for a bad string in the final box of the season, the playoffs, when you've already won it. Collins, same spot. Some fine strings today by Charles. Fontaine takes an 8.
Wow.
121 final string. Collins, Oreo cookie time, cream in the middle for a 6. 136 final string. 6 boxes left. 3 spares to 2 for Central 3. Not that it matters much.
Yeah, including that 6-10-5 takeout by Fontaine on that end. Aaron Fontaine, 406. Charlie Collins, 375. Joey Lister, 390.
And if you go by 2 points to win, 1 for a tie, 2 for total, Exeter swept twice in the last 8 days.
Yeah, would have been 8-0 all the same. 16-0, yeah.
Surratt 7 in the fill. Leach 8 in the fill.
Again, Central 3's only crime really was going against them.
Jeff, slow motion 9. Leach field goal for an 8. 5 blocks to go. Thank you for watching. Please share this match with your friends and family.
I have a feeling I made a scoring error somewhere along the line. I'll figure it out. And yeah. That's right, Tyler. 407 for Fontaine in the last one. Thank you for, again, helping me remember the units digit. 406 this time.
We don't have technicians, statisticians running around. We're locked in here.
We are prisoners of our very own making right here, and it is our absolute pleasure to bring you the best of the best, wherever they may be.
Thank Mark and Melissa Rich for hosting today. Great owners, great teachers of the game. You want to learn how to bowl Candlepin, mental aspect too? They're your people. Others, of course, but they deserve the credit. It's hard to manage an 8-lane house. You know, it's not, that doesn't have all the fancy restaurants or anything here available due to logistics.
That's gone, by the
There for
way.
Leach. 111 the ball. Surratt takes a 9, ends up the match with a 131.
And a 375. Josh Daly, 340, I had not announced.
We'll get all the scores on the screen before we sign up. We'll talk to the winning team, obviously.
Leacher show unofficially at 325. I may have mangled the scoring.
Leacher 2, 113, final string. Our scores are unofficial. They're pretty close anyway, usually within a pin or so. Fine job.
Unofficially 325, I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Dave Barber on a spare after a double strike. 8 more, 116 through 8. Justin Waters, 101 on the ball through 8. Final 4 boxes. League spins 8. 8 left, 6 right. Another mark. Double strike, double spare. 126 in the ball in the 9th.
$6-8 would be a sweet one. Sorry.
Waters pushed right. Try to get to 118 through 9. The golf professional at Marlborough Country Club gives lessons there if you'd like. Takes a 9, 118 through 9. Contact them on Facebook Messenger at Marlborough Country Club, Marlborough, Mass.
Not Marblehead, Marlborough.
Marlborough, Mass.
Yeah. You said
This was Marblehead, Mass, next to Salem, Mass, growing up. Barbara 5 in the fill, 131 through 9.
Send it.
Another mark.
Back half perfect.
A full house, a double strike, 3 spares, 141 in the ball in the 10th. Waters, that won't go.
Goodness, I thought right tip was taking that.
Trying to get to 128.
And a great series for him as well.
9, 127, final string for Waters World.
And a 370.
Barbara thin in a 3. Nothing wrong with the 144 championship string. The third and final string.
372. Spoiled watching these bowlers, I tell you what.
And we're looking at 1,900 plus for Exeter.
Just everyone through north of 360. Well, Bover has to pin out of 360. And if so, nobody on Exeter bowled less than 360. He could do it with 17 pins, by the way.
Chris Bover, 115 through 8. 2 in the 4. Danny Harris, 71 the ball. Final 2 boxes, 1 on the 7 pin, 72 through 8.
The Phils have been part of the story as well. 65 marks to 52, though, for Exeter. They had more marks throughout. More pinning as well on all fronts.
Bover 2 full that time. Didn't need it. Harris rolls right, leads up the 1-2 and the 4. Winding down here at Riverwalk Lanes, Amesbury, Mass. Pick up a Candlepin gift card for $25 for 60 minutes of bowling. Shoes included, 5 a lane, all year round, not just the holidays. $25. Riverwalk Lanes gift card, good for any occasion. Chris, 125 through 9. Harris, a 7, 79 through 9. Final box coming up. Greg, great job as always.
Same to you, Paul.
We'll do it again starting in September.
And a lot in between as well.
Yes, a lot going on this summer still.
Candlepin Bowling Network Facebook is where we post most of our updates. Candlepin Bowling Network YouTube is where we post most of our streams, but sometimes we'll post it one or the other. So follow us in both places if you don't mind hitting all the buttons.
But don't push the wrong button.
Danny trying to push Chris's buttons there, making fun of that leave.
Thank you for watching all morning, afternoon, evening. We appreciate your comments, your kind words. Ooh. Bover trying to get to 135. He's at 130 now. Harris trying to get to 89 without a mark. A rout by Exeter. Bover an 8. 133 final string. Harris a 9. 88 final string. Let's get the totals on the screen for Greg. Let's give us the totals, Greg, please. We'll talk to the winning team in just a moment. We'll get the microphone ready.
Yep, will do. Trying to get to the scores here. Okay, there we go. Full scoreboard on screen here. I'll scroll down for the rest in just a moment, but a 170-pin margin of victory. I'll plug it in on... Tell you what, Paul, I'll plug it in on this end. And then, so Lister 146, and then Aaron Fontaine, of course, the highest of the bunch. There we go. Oh, here's the other end of that. Yep. And here's a look at the triples as well. Aaron Fontaine of 406. Everybody on Exeter 360 and above. Charlie Collins 375 and Waters 370. Commendable in their own right. I'll pass you this microphone as well. And then we'll do an interview out front. 1904 to 1734, the final results. I'll get this camera pinned over here. And, yeah, go ahead.
Shot of a lifetime. Thanks to Dave and to Chris for all they did in believing in me and for subbing all this time. And while Eric and John have been out in injury, and I'm sure they're going to be back in the fall and they're going to be just as good as they were now before they got hurt. But I'm just fortunate to fill in the shoes for them and help them out and win first place.
And personally, I just want to thank you for the way you conduct yourself, like your grandfather, Tom Ulster. The way you conduct it on the left is just awesome to have. We need more ballers like you.
Well, I appreciate it. I mean, I work my ass off to get where I am, and it ain't easy. So, I mean, just going to keep grinding one day at a time and just see what happens. But there's still a lot to look forward to. Mixed Worlds is coming up. The Mass State Tournament's tomorrow. I'm still bowling in that. The Boutwell's 10-stringer in July. I'm doing that.
So both those. Yep.
Me and Sonia Rossi are going to probably do Augusta in August. So I got a lot to look forward to this year. I'm looking forward to it. I just want to say hi to my fiance, who's with her little sister who's going to prom tonight. I'm sorry I couldn't be there tonight, but I love you. I'm sure you're going to understand why when you watch the video back. I bowled good today for you. And hi to my parents and hi to my grandparents back at home.
All right, the 35-week season is over. You're the champions. How about a three-letter word to close it out?
How about wow, Paul?
All right, thank you. Congratulations, Aaron, Austin, Fontaine. Thanks for watching this great game of Candlepin Bowling. Back to Greg Gouillart to wrap it up.
I'll just borrow the scores here just to confirm here. The final score is 1903 to 1734. I'm off by one pin because Jeff Surratt had a 374, but otherwise the result is confirmed. So there you have it. I'd like to apologize for the audio issue we had during the interview. But Aaron Fontaine, in addition to everything he discussed about, also mentioned that he is looking forward to bowling with Team Metro Bowl, and of course that 168 series. That 168 string he had to bowl was very important against such a good team in Central 3. And it's just part of, and switching it back to my take here, it just seems as though that was every bit necessary, and Exeter truly did pull out all the stops to make this match result what it is. So, with that all made clear, thank you very much for watching this game. The presentation of the Friday Night Pro League here on Candlepin Bowling Network. Apologies again. And my name is Greg Gouillart on behalf of Paul Grant. This has been the Friday Night Pro League here at Riverwalk Lanes in Amesbury, Massachusetts. Thank you very much for watching. And until next time, so long.